Merci.
Good curling? Good curling.
Good curling. Curling, Steve T. Good curling.
All right, hello everybody. We are streaming. This is Saturday, the 5 p.m. game. Featured sheet is going to be sheet 3. Event number 1, Lipson versus Bond. Should be a great match to follow by all the great matches this weekend. Luckily, we have an additional commentator, Lori Longy, former president, known around here, Queen.
Phil and I
Ledbetter wants to jump in on this too.
Phil and I signed up for this spot.
Oh, you guys did. You're basically going to kick my ass out of here. All right. No. Come on.
You can keep with the earphones, though.
All right. So, give you a little FYI. If you wear the headset, you can listen into the.
I'm going to listen to their nonsense.
The mics. You've got Lipson and Bond that are teed up on 3. It's a first event, but you can switch around to any of the games that you want.
All right, Jonathan's ready.
If you switch to another sheet and you want to.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Phil and Lori Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a wild night of curling here at the Chicago Curling Club in Northbrook, Illinois. Not quite Chicago, but just down the road a bit. We've got an exciting first event matchup between Lipson, who's been hot this event, versus T-Bon, the Canadian sensation. We'll see how he holds up and if he can continue his steamrolling the teams as well. And Lori, what do you think is going to happen in this game?
Yeah, line.
I think it's going to be a very exciting game, and somebody's going to lose and get knocked out of the entire Bonspiel.
Yeah. We are on the eliminations for all 4 of these games going on tonight, so it's win or go home in the first event.
That's right. What event are you in, Phil?
We are in the second. We had a miserable first outing, but we dropped the hammer on the Mrs. Gottschalk and Brooke this morning.
Oh,
so
that's right. That's right.
It was ugly.
Right. I
for
do
them.
believe Wilson and Phil will be sleeping in uncomfortable places this evening.
I think we're sharing a tent, and Brooke is moving in with Wilson at this point.
You mean Carrie?
That's what I meant. Or Wilson, I'm not really sure.
Well, let's not. Let's hope that's not.
Either way, I'm probably sleeping.
Okay, it's over.
It's going to be a beautiful night. Nice and clear. It's going to be nice and cold, so the stars will be shining.
It'll look beautiful.
Absolutely.
Gaze up at Sagittarius and dream of a time that could have been.
Just over.
Yeah.
Same shot.
Is Sagittarius visible at this time of year?
I have no idea.
I believe Sagittarius is November for,
There's going
astrological signs.
There's going to be a lot of things we talk about today that you're going to know more than I do,
Absolutely.
like most things.
I was listening to Jonathan do a great commentary earlier today, and, he had a lot of insight, and you could learn a lot about curling. I suspect you're not going to learn much on this one.
Well, I feel pretty good about this, and I've done a lot of history on these 2 teams, so we'll get into some player profiles as we go along, and we'll kind of talk about the history of these people.
Let's start with who's about to throw.
This is Meredith Kirkland.
Very nice.
She's a very nice curler. She's a native of let's see, let me check my notes here. She's from Miller's Run, Tennessee, but somehow came up here and joined this club, and she's been playing really, really well this weekend.
I think the only true thing you just said was that she has been playing very well.
Well, she kicked the shit out of us this morning, yesterday, so.
Well, she is happily stepping down as secretary, assuming that the slate is accepted on May 9th at the annual meeting and the annual party that everybody should make sure they get to.
Absolutely. That's May 9th here at the Chicago Curling
Yes,
Club.
all one of you that's
in
listening.
Northbrook.
I expect to
Dayline's
see you
good.
here.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is going to be a very high
Okay.
replay value feed right now, so we're going to keep our A game up, even though
Okay.
we're the only ones listening at present, I think. We're the one.
I know that I'm going to be listening to me for many, many years to come.
Hey, that's okay.
As I will too. I actually am. Are you familiar with the yearbook poll that's been running around the club?
I am. I have not participated yet, but
Try to bump this up.
I am having a great time. I hear
like
that my
back
name
four.
is out there.
No, wait.
Your
A
name
lot,
is out there.
A lot. And I'm really hoping they add a best broadcaster to the superlative list because I think maybe I'm going to get that one too.
You probably will get that one. The only one you're not going to win is the luckiest curler.
Okay, how much?
As that is Chris Longy.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
look who he's married to.
Curl.
All right, we're getting pointed at the
They're very
clock.
excited that the clock isn't running.
Okay.
Well, learn how to tell time. Does anybody
Shot.
know how to
Off.
start the
Shot.
clock? There's a shot. Learn how to tell time.
There's some clock controversy here, folks. Apparently, it's not running, and
Just hit this one.
no one knows how to run this thing. Coberly's stepping in, and he's going to save the day and give everyone a little bit of extra time here.
Now, I can't really see if it worked, but
Nope, didn't. Wait, he needs confirmation. No, it didn't.
So in the meantime, Roberto just.
Well, yeah.
at this point we're suffering in this box.
Actually, I don't even know if that's Roberto. I
It
can't
is,
see.
it is,
It is Roberto.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Hard for the double. You got the double. Okay, good shot.
Roberto and Monica are relatively new to
Okay,
the
that's
club,
good.
and they are a fantastic
Use
addition.
that one.
Very, very, very valuable assets to the club. They're fantastic people. They're a lot of fun to curl with, a lot of fun to stack with, which is really more
clear it up so
important
we
when it
have
comes to club
something.
curling.
I might have you knock the top one, or if they give us a run at this, that's okay too. Yeah.
So
hit this.
Jonathan Horowitz is coming
Yeah.
up here,
He's
who
gonna
is the
try to
grandson
guard
of Jerome Horowitz,
Okay.
who was Curly of the Three Stooges, if you did not know that.
She says it's
He's coming in here. I didn't see the
Losing his
shot
handle.
called.
Yeah,
There's a lot
yeah.
of clock controversy at
Yeah,
present. But we've-
major distraction.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're going to try to move
We
this
had to
yellow
call in
over.
a Swedish technician to see if we can get this working.
It is what it is.
But that's all right. If anybody can fix it, Peterson can.
But in the meantime,
Can you see this at all?
Curly's
Alright.
shot did something. There's a couple yellows up there.
Yeah,
And Shot Rock's pretty
Okay,
well buried
enough-
here,
enough
so we'll
if
see
we
what
peel this, all right?
Magic T has.
Yeah, okay, let's peel it. Let's
up
turn
his
it right
sleeve.
back. Normal's
He's
fine.
looking for a potential long run or just clear the guards.
Action control's fine.
I think he should clear right now.
Oh, here's our lineups. That's right.
Curl,
Our
curl.
media personnel finally came through with our information we were lacking. So Tree,
Okay, that's fine.
I think we like to call him
Oh,
T.
sorry.
we do call him T.
Sorry about that, but
He's a Nova Scotia native, I believe. He's
Well, Lipson
Oh, yeah.
really just snuck another
Yeah,
one in
thanks.
there, so.
and he's been playing annoyingly good this weekend.
this is ideal.
In general,
Guard's
I
okay.
think the Purple Jackets.
Well, we're hoping Montalbano does not fare as well as Albert has been this evening.
Oh, I'm guessing that you'll be playing Montalbano's
It's
team.
highly likely. Unless something happens to Matt between now and then, we will be playing him this evening.
Yep. Yep.
All right, so yellow sitting 2. Do we know who has hammer? Were we paying any attention?
Someone has hammer.
It's the first end, and what happens at the
All the
first
way.
end is very, very important.
Try to
So
close it
it's
down.
terrible that we don't know.
It is T's team that has hammered, judging by the number of rocks left.
Perfect. All
Also-
right, so Liz Collins is going
I
to
think
do
normal's
something
fine.
amazing here. I think she should run one of those reds into a yellow.
That sounds pretty good to me.
Gave it 5 turns or so.
They're not easy shots, but you got two
if you don't get the shot you want, at least maybe open it up.
Gonna hit.
1 and 2 are really good. 1 and 2, you're in pretty good shape.
Okay, that's fine.
And that is not the result they were looking for. She was a little outside and hit that guard.
Yes. Well, and that's another thing about the first end is you haven't learned the lines and the curls.
Yeah, I mean,
No
like,
worries.
you
similar,
don't
I think.
necessarily know
I
the
had to top
perfect
the
place
hat.
to put the broom.
Okay, let's
But I
see.
also
think it'll-
find that the vast majority of people don't actually
You got
hit the
options. They
broom.
can't
I
go
feel
slow.
here.
Usually the
Yeah.
case I've
I mean,
found
guard
as
gear is
well,
fine, too.
including myself. It's a suggestion.
Sadly, no, it's not. It's an easy game. Hit the broom with the weight the skip calls.
On which one?
And then it's not your fault.
All right.
And that's
Ideally in the
Well, then
8
it's the
foot.
sweeper's fault. and
Yeah, that's the one that I want to do.
Guard's not horrible.
Also, it's the
That
broom's
way it
fault.
also opens it up.
Sometimes
You
it's
tuck
the
one
ice's
under there, it's
fault.
really
Because
good.
like that's why I was asking about this
That's
sliver
true.
yellow.
That's very
Because I
true.
think if we get rid of that center,
Yeah, we've listed most of the things you,
know,
can blame.
Absolutely.
If your shot
It's
doesn't work
clearly
out the
not
way
the
you
thrower.
I think coming down the
see
center
what
it
Albert
curls so
has to
much
say
that all
about
we need to
this
see is a
end.
sliver. Because that yellow
sitting
guard
pretty
is
at
so
the
high
moment.
that it's almost useless.
2 without. Albert
Well, I
is
think we can-
known
we can get
very
to this
well
back.
for
Careful.
his hairy lower
They
back
can't guard
when he
them both.
throws. The jacket creeps up just enough to give you a peek. But he is one of the nicest and most mellow curlers in the club. He's a great guy
Whoa.
and a very
Whoa.
good curler. And he has a hairy lower
Just
back.
got to come in.
But
That's
if
a
you had a
really good
longer
shot.
shirt, that would probably be a good thing too.
It's not
I
going
know
to
there's,
hurt.
there's
Yes, I
actually
do
a
need
lot
my
of
size.
curlers out there. Don't be singling out one person. There's a lot of people out there that should have longer
Well, we're
shirts.
gonna get
Without
something,
a
right?
doubt, and he just happens to be the one
Probably
that
try
was
to
just
hit this
delivering
side,
the
that way it
short
opens this
motion.
side
So
up.
that's nothing personal. It is a problem.
Because then we have they
Brooke
can't guard
and
both,
there's a
so we
few
have to
members
double.
that actually
or
made
that
some
one.
pins
Okay, try to do this.
to recommend avoiding
Just
the
control.
exposure on the men's
Narrows the
curling.
miss, even if we
So
hit
do
that, that's
you
okay.
pin the shirt to the
Probably
pants so
about
it doesn't gap?
Well, theirs is more of a propaganda
Yours is
campaign
not.
at this
Oh,
point.
okay.
They haven't
Okay.
invented a device,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it's in the works. And it's necessary. We need this.
The cold draft
Okay, try
isn't
to
enough to
run
do
that
it.
yellow.
Gold Line's going to make a small fortune when they come out with the shirt extender.
Yeah. Right. Just control here.
So yellow's sitting 3. T's got some good options here.
You know, don't discount him. I think the triple's always there, but I think he's probably trying for the double.
Apparently.
Might be hanging a little bit right now.
Yeah, double.
Should be able to maybe get 2. No.
Just the one.
Okay.
By a lot, as long as I.
Ooh, straight line
I'm
there.
going to assume Albert's going to put a guard up. Whatever these headsets,
Okay.
whatever this headset's supposed to do is work.
Straight
'cause
low
I
and
can't
off
hear
isn't
anyone
terrible.
talking.
Or like yours.
Oh, no.
Well, it's possible that they turned their mics off.
I was here.
So maybe
Either
they're just not
knowingly or
speaking.
This is
unknowingly.
gonna even need it more ice, but that line's
Well, they are two
I
of
don't
the
know.
more decisive and quiet skips. I mean, I'm sure they go down there, they say, hey, I'm going to hit this, or I'm going to draw, whatever.
Point
and then
is
they
a
close
guard.
it.
Yeah.
Wendy's in the 8 foot.
Let's take a look here.
He
couldn't
has the
see.
microphone
Yeah,
on.
He does have it on, but was it glowing green? I
I
couldn't
couldn't
see.
tell.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell.
Maybe we should pound on the glass and interrupt
Yeah,
the shot
yeah.
here and find out.
I think that would be bad form.
Other
I could be
draws are
wrong,
hanging out there too, right? Like they're way out.
but I suspect
I suspect you're right. We're going to hold off on that.
we're going to get fired from our position
Oh,
as
I-
broadcasters.
For the salary we're making,
Okay,
I
well
think
now
we're
we
gonna
know
be
the
around
line.
for
Now it's
quite a
straight.
long
Now I
time.
can actually throw a run back.
Well, if the hordes of viewers.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fact that we were given these chairs at all is really a miracle in itself.
Phil, we weren't actually given them. We took them.
That is an
But
observation
we
that
did-
could probably be
I
valid.
did have
Yeah.
Chris sign us
Yeah.
out, so
Oh, perfect.
it was a late sign up, but
I almost
The
like
spot was open.
this
It clearly
again.
needed butts and chairs.
Like we don't have
but
anything. I
well,
think.
yeah, we had
Except for Matt. We didn't need him here.
Yeah.
exactly. All right, so
This slash is here.
this is Hammer for T, and
Yeah.
he's
I like this.
I
thinking
guarantee
about-
he's
he's
talking
thinking
right
about-
now.
He's thinking
I
about
maybe
maybe a
like if
yellow
we can do
red,
this.
yellow bomb.
So probably right on the stone,
And
like
he's
right
talking
here.
about
It's
it
not
for
gonna
sure,
go-
and we can't hear it. So
I'll
you
just throw
folks at
normal
home,
at it.
I'm
When
not
he
sure if you're
comes
getting
down,
the
maybe
feed,
we can
but
tap on, we'll point at our
take a little look here. We'll get a live look in, so to speak. We could have Gregory just run up to him and
Okay,
ask
just
him.
normal. Try the same shot. It's gonna run pretty straight.
The light looks like it's on.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
the thing is,
We
if
might
they
get the
haven't
double here.
charged them, it may be
Yellow.
that they have just run out of juice. And if you don't hear either one of them,
There's nothing coming through but your melodic voice and my grumbly voice, so it's
what a
something's up.
pair. What a pair.
Oh. Well, and I think you got the Commentary Hall of Fame award. What was that? That was 2 years ago, I believe.
Is that when we did last time
That
we
is
did it?
2 or 3. 3 years ago.
Well, Phil is the only voter to this Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Wow,
Wow,
what a
that was
nice
incredible shot. That was just
beautiful.
beautiful.
It's a hell of a shot, though.
And he knows it too.
He's
He's
not
not
even
looking,
he's-
doesn't need
he's
to.
He's so good. He doesn't even need the applause from the fans.
It's very typical of Nova Scotians. They just carry on. He's used to storms.
Right. My grandfather
Nice
was
shot.
from Nova
Thanks.
Scotia, and my father still has some.
Okay, in the
second
house.
cousins
Lights
up there,
okay.
so
Lights
I'm
okay.
almost Canadian.
He might be related to T very distantly.
I don't think so.
Probably
But
not.
could be.
It's possible.
Could be. James Gallagher and T-Bon. They seem to be from different parts of the world, even though they were actually from Nova Scotia.
And
so-
I'm not certain T was. I kind of just made that up.
All right, so Monica's coming out there sweeping it like
Switch.
nobody's business, but I think it's going to be a really nice guard.
It looks like a good guard.
Um,
T's coming
that
out
for
to
some
help.
reason, I think they want it in the house.
Well, they're not going to get it.
That's not
Okay,
true.
good seats, guys.
Oh, it is a biter.
sweeps.
That's what we
Good
call
call.
shot rock.
That is.
All right, just control.
Indeed, shot rock. And I'll tell you, I don't think that's going to be the winning rock of the game or the end. But it'd be exciting if it was somehow.
He only got one in
Yep,
that last. I
three.
thought he was sitting two after his beautiful little double.
There was a whole lot of commotion for one, but
Well, I assume
Ah,
that
well,
devices know
just
what they're doing.
up.
and check
Don't kill
it.
yourself.
it's not an assumption I
way
usually
gone.
make, but I
No worries.
Well, you
commend your
kind of have to,
confidence.
though. You kind of have to.
Well, as playing Vice, I do agree that you got to hope for the best.
Same shot.
Hello, Longview, Illinois.
Well, hello.
I have to tell you how much I enjoyed listening to your play-by-play of my Wednesday game.
We have a
All
special
that,
guest.
all that talk about nicknames for the team. Greg has a helmet.
This is Steve Bergman, also known as Crash, who now has converted most of his Auld Lang
line's
Syne
good.
team into wearing helmets, which you heard me. I think it's a great idea.
So Greg actually has a helmet, but
Switch.
we didn't want to force him to wear it because we
Okay,
didn't
well,
wanna
take a
mess
look.
with his game.
Well, there you go.
But I did tell the team, even before you guys said, they need a nickname, that if we had all worn helmets, we would be Team Spaceballs.
good
Exactly.
The right team name.
I think people would be all over that. Actually, I think maybe Steve should not be Crash anymore, but maybe
Try it
Spaceballs.
again.
There you go.
Or dark helmet.
Dark helmet.
Ooh,
Fear the.
all right.
Hey, I've got fear of the helmet on the helmet. So I'm saying.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad. You see, my fan base is growing by leaps and bounds. Wait till you go home and listen to this broadcast. It's stellar.
It's
Wait
one of
till
the
you
best.
go home and listen to the mic'd up game that I had earlier today with Matt Peterson.
Jonathan.
There's some good fun in there.
Yes, and I don't think anybody has plugged the mics in, and they're not working. So. Or they weren't turned on properly.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Or they decided to leave them on.
Or we muted them and don't know it.
Trying to figure this
So
out.
whoever was doing the play-by-play for our game this morning, and I forget who it was.
It was Jonathan.
Was it Jonathan? I don't think he was wearing the headphones, so he couldn't.
Oh,
at
right.
least, or maybe he wasn't listening.
I think
to me.
right here.
But I was doing all
You
kinds
got
of
backing,
play-by-play
too.
out there, and I don't know if you can hear me, but if you were in Steve Bergman's head, this is what I'm thinking right now.
It's very hard to have the ear. Well, he's got the earphones on. Maybe it's not so hard.
Yeah. The only thing that
He does it so well. Phil is a master
I noticed-
at this broadcasting stuff.
Yeah, I noticed our
Okay,
audio
line's
was
good.
a little bit ahead of the actual rocks. Matt and I had worked on that last week, and at that time it was all working just fine. Everything was synced up.
Okay.
Something's changed. So you heard
Okay.
me calling.
Yeah,
you heard
yeah.
him calling just before you heard the bang of the rocks, and
Yeah, that's
got a
good.
little preview of what
That's
was
good.
gonna
That's good.
Exactly.
Good shot.
There is generally a preview.
Okay, good judge.
There's going to be some creep involved.
happen. Yeah, that was a fun game. Of course, if I'd have known I was going to have to play
Take
at
this
9 a.m.
out.
Tomorrow morning, I
Normal.
would have tried harder to lose.
Well, that's the thing in Bonspiels. You really need to look at that draw sheet, and
That's right.
sometimes,
Understand the ramifications of your actions.
But that's very, very valid.
sometimes losing a strategic game really puts you in the catbird seat.
Well, in our case, it would have put us out. Matt wasn't happy to be out.
Come in.
I'm happy to play at
Jonathan.
9 a.m.
And
Just to keep the roll in.
it's a nice little take. They were hoping for the double, I'm sure, but
it stuck around, so it's not an all bad outcome. And
Yeah,
it's close
and
to being
it
a
is
shot, Rob.
it is super close.
we're gonna have to
I don't
hit
think
that.
you can tell from this.
T's not going to waste any time. He wants to get rid of it anyway.
All right, Roberto is trying for the take on that yellow rock. It looks good from here. Let's see.
A little
how-
outside.
Okay, that's my fault.
just-
Good
And he
shot.
does flash.
Yeah, it's straight. Okay, it's a good
Now,
shot.
I played sheet 3 this morning, and the
Get
outside,
this one.
the outsides are a little
Oh,
unforgiving.
got away.
I went to the wrong. Sorry, I went to the wrong sheet. This one. Hoping to get a better look on. From this angle, it
could've
looks like it
drawn
might
there,
be yellow.
They're sitting, they would be sitting 2 there because they're already 1. Yeah, we could have drawn.
Try.
It was like a 64.
Steve! Steve!
Yeah.
This is Meredith's rock.
Whoa!
They're both going after these two, so I think it's close enough where
good.
neither one of them wants to risk it.
Yeah.
Albert's
And this
setting
one
up
looks
pretty well
like
here.
it's
That's a
perfect.
solid one. That's a great shot.
All right. Yellow is now sitting 3.
Put the pressure on.
Yeah, I kind of think you should come down and just sit tight on that.
Where do you want
back
the
yellow.
draw?
But he's gonna try for the takeout.
It's only enough you can get away with the takeout.
Try to
There's
freeze
no
to
way
that.
You don't need to put the pressure on. As if
Nope.
if you miss the freeze,
Actually, it looks like he changed it to the freeze, or he's undecided.
I think let's
If we
hit.
had those
Up.
mics working, we'd know exactly what he was thinking.
he's now going for the hit
double.
on the.
All right.
Control. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice to have the mics on.
Control, yeah.
This is now they're back to the freeze. It looks like. It's one thing about the Nova Scotians. They
Yeah.
like to really think things through and change their minds. 'cause
Whoa.
You never know which way that storm's
Girl.
coming in until
Well,
it shows up.
you know, my geography's not so great, but I do think they are a coastal.
Okay, nice shot, Liz.
And
And-
it doesn't curl the way it
Oh,
wanted to,
well,
but
they
it was
got
enough
it,
to get
but
rid of it.
Yellow's still sitting 2.
And they're spread apart
With hammer.
It's a
All
good
right.
setup so far for Albert. Albert likes that general
Like top 8
area.
weight.
Yeah.
There's nothing
Around
over
with
here.
that. Maybe use it as a guard. Oh, we just got a
Comment?
look in that the mics on the stream are working.
Oh, huh.
So it's the headset that's defective. Thanks,
its own,
Jimmy
right?
Clues.
Well, is it this?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. That's good. That's good.
Obviously, Phil was not part of the AV team or AV club in his high school.
There's a lot of new
So
equipment
Albert just
involved
put
this
one
year.
exactly where he wanted it. So Liz is going to try to take that out, and I think he'd like her to just kind of flop behind that other yellow.
Yeah, yeah, hard.
They were on it early, and the rocks have been pretty lively this week. And they've been
Really have.
It's been pretty touchy. There's
Okay.
not a lot of time
They're doing
difference
a lot
between
of
throwing
Oh,
and
they're trying to hold. Ugh, yeah, that's
just
disappointing.
overcurled pretty quick.
All right, no
It was
worries.
either no or it just moved around. And it seems like really it's only about a tenth and a half between
He could be
top
here.
house and back.
I think that's better.
It's pretty touchy.
All right,
ice.
no worries.
It's
Yeah.
actually really clean and
Sorry, what?
really fun to play on. Not as quick as usual, It's great time sensitive and
I think
a
it'll
lot
be
of
good.
curl.
That's kind of good. These teams are designed to be balanced. There's a lot of new curlers out there in the front end, so there's a lot of people out there whose skip stones aren't necessarily being swept properly
That is
due
absolutely
to
true.
lack
Yeah.
of experience.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
on
we
its
gotta
own.
try to get a hit and roll or a double
So-
somewhere.
But this one looks like he's gonna have another
Yeah,
yellow
we need
in
to
the
get rid of
house.
stones, I
Maybe it's
think.
gonna be deeper than he wants for sure.
Yeah, not
Okay.
ideal, but at least it's still hanging around.
I think we've got to get rid of stuff.
All right.
Because like if we
So,
keep trying to freeze, they can get a
what do you like?
pointer on us if we're not
He's got
careful.
two,
I mean, I don't think they're going to draw
two
down.
tries to thin this down.
I mean, I think
Right.
really
It
at
is
this
backing,
point you've
sort
got
of,
to play
Yeah.
kind of a draw.
It is, yeah. Just if we keep leaving them short and stuff, they'll keep ticking it out. But I think we just limit the damage. Even if we give up 4, that's okay. If we give up 5 or 6,
Yeah, no, I
that's
think
probably
we
not
try
too
to
good.
Pick everything.
I think just maybe hit this and try to go there.
He does like fun shots, so you could go for a cross house double.
Yeah, or
which
even
is
hit
just
this and come
completely
here.
stupid, but a lot of fun.
I think this gives us a lot of options. We
still
can even
early
go
in the
here.
game.
So probably
There is-
hit this,
that's
and if
true.
we sit here, that gives a
What time
jam
do
at
these
least.
people play tomorrow? Maybe.
Okay, yours
maybe
didn't move
it's
too
Well, it's
not-
win or go home, so
Well, right. Maybe you don't want to win. You know,
that's also true.
maybe
I
a
mean,
shade
this
more.
may be a game that.
Yeah.
eh,
I don't believe it. I think everybody's so competitive.
just hit and roll
even
either
though
way.
They might not like the
Just
time they
control.
have to play.
Yeah,
Everybody
on,
wants
on
to.
this sheet especially, there might be a game or two out there now that is a little less concerned, but I'll tell you, Albert is a take no prisoners, vicious kind of player. And T is a silent assassin, so these guys are one of them's gonna die on the ice today by the other man's hands.
Our disclaimer is that the opinions voiced here do not necessarily reflect the opinions of myself or the Chicago
Get a
Curling
little roll
Club,
behind.
Thought that was
or
made,
the curling club, or curling at all.
and also may not respect the
Okay, good
spirit of
save.
curling.
I mean, he threw his
but,
spinner, granted,
Hey,
but-
people are gonna be people, and these two
Okay.
animals are going
That's
at
not
it
bad.
here
That leaves a double.
like caged
Because they're gonna hit.
dogs.
That's okay.
Exactly.
Without a double.
Exactly.
After this.
Yeah, normal.
Agreeing with me.
Make sure it goes.
Yeah. Shot, I think.
It's normal hit.
Yeah, shot could matter, but yeah,
All right. Well, I'm
It's
gonna.
tight,
yeah.
it's a
we
tight
just
room
tried.
for.
It is. I'd like to hop over to sheet 2 for a second. Kaylee Meyer
Because yeah, first shot
is
and he's
in
gonna hit it
kind of
back.
a tight
So it almost
situation
doesn't
here.
matter. We're not gonna really.
It looks
is in a
like
tight
Red is
spot.
sitting 5 with hammer, so she's got two stones to fix this
Yeah,
problem.
exactly.
Yeah, she's in a tight spot.
She is in
Yeah,
the
that's
she is
why-
in the lead. It's 2-0 after 1, but
Yeah.
Right.
giving up 5, 6, or
Yeah.
7 here.
Careful.
It's going to change
It would
the
be
tide.
demoralizing. It's still early in the game, and this is
Careful.
curling, so anything can happen. But
Don't need to.
So like he's done all
Just
weekend,
cry.
Albert delivered a perfect
I
take.
mean,
No worries.
It's currently
You were worried.
sitting
It's
4
fine.
yellow back here on
yeah,
sheet.
that's okay.
Yeah.
We're giving up 3, I
yeah,
think.
T is also
Yeah.
in a bit of a jam.
I think we're no matter what, we're giving up
Yeah,
at
he's-
least
He's
3.
either going to do damage control or he's going to play
So I
that
think
freeze
even
again. And I don't
this
think
is
they
even
can
there too. If I do this,
in that freeze
so just hit it pretty skinny right there.
Not
probably
that it
like
was
right
related
here.
to the first shot.
Here's Kaylee's shot.
Yeah, I'll throw
her
normal
first
at it.
stone coming
Let's take a
in.
look and see what's coming. Dowel sweep and
It looks line looks good.
Okay,
They gotta
we'll
keep
get them
coming.
both.
too.
They gotta get it
Get both
closer.
those
Do
yellows.
not stop sweeping.
Looks
Do
pretty
not
good.
stop.
You might get lucky and
I think it's a
Hit the
good
third
shot.
one
It's a
out,
beautiful
too.
shot.
it's a
but
good shot. There's just a lot of ways to get rid of
I
it.
think they can still get rid
Yeah.
of it. All right,
Firm,
what's
yeah.
going over on sheet 3? All
So
right.
Liz is grooming. He's going to try to maybe hit a triple here.
I
At
think
least
the
a double.
the quad's there though. So
He is always there. If he can put a little
let's see.
Nova Scotia twist on it,
he's
he
got
could
he's
get
got
the
a
quad.
nice chunk of weight.
He's
on it.
outside though, and Well, he did some damage mitigation,
Well,
but
yeah.
Albert just has to hit the
I'm
house.
pretty sure
Just
that's
how I'm
going to
having
be four
Maybe
spot.
touch more, somewhere in between.
Well,
I'm just like, if I'm
Nobody's
back
getting
line,
his
I
own
want to be on
head.
that.
I'm pretty
Well,
sure
that's-
T's going
It's
to
a
throw
little
some
wide,
nasty
too.
Nova Scotian voodoo
Yeah,
his
all
way.
right,
So over
I'm
here
trying
in
to curse him.
sheet 2, Aaron Visser
Anywhere in
is
the
trying
house.
to chip out that yellow. And
It's looking like it's
looking
really good, but it's going to
No idea what the weight is.
Or
Yeah.
jam. Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
a dagger.
Yeah.
All right. Haley has one
Yeah, the
more.
other way was there.
And it's really time now to just
I like-
stick onto something.
I like what she's
not a big-
thinking. Just
You got to draw down and freeze.
draw down and freeze on that one on the left.
Exactly.
And even if you give them two, you gotta.
Yeah, and you don't even have to freeze as long as you're in front of it
Just
and
clean.
close. You've got the other one on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
go,
might as well.
go to the left.
Thanks, sir. Okay.
There's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
All right,
there's
no
a lot
worries.
Catch it up.
to pick out.
Even if you just tuck behind that yellow or the red on the top side, they sitting around
Figuring
8
out the
o'clock,
weight to throw is going to be the difficulty.
without a doubt. You got a little backing. Although if that's the broom and not the place they want to land, then I'm going to be a little nervous.
I think they might be coming down to the red on the right, the one right behind the
It's,
four.
it's a
You know what?
interesting call.
If she glues on it, but it has to be attached.
Center
It's going to be
guard.
a really
completely.
As usual.
perfect shot. In the meantime, on sheet 3, Albert did take that end by
3 or 4. We'll wait for them to.
someone's going to have
Alrighty.
Jonathan sauntering down after the rock, and he's going to go ahead and probably post the score.
Oh,
Watch as it go
Keely.
through.
Light's okay.
Police board.
Light's okay.
Such nice weight, but just. All right. Well,
The first
So
clean that we
she's
played.
shot at present, but man, there's a
it
lot
looks
of...
like it's yellow for shot.
Okay, line's
But
good.
Aaron,
And she knows she missed that one. She's disappointed in the shot.
the weight was absolutely beautiful. It just needed
Okay.
the tiny bit less broom. If she did indeed hit the broom.
There is always that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Leslie, take care of that, would you?
Just got it
Yeah.
out first so we don't trip over it. It's the only reason why I sing that hard.
Apparently,
the
there's
peanut
members of the
gallery.
audience don't trust
They're
the
very
skills
jealous.
of the
They're
Hall
very
of Fame
jealous that
commentator
we
Lori
pushed
Lange.
our way into the broadcasting seat. But anyways, here's Aaron's shot, and it was very nice.
It was a really nice shot.
All right. So then the
It's
question
funny.
is it 5 or 6? Is that?
Plenty of roasting
Ouch.
it. Or you can put a
That
top
looks like
button,
a
but
six-banger.
I think it might have been. Couldn't tell
just
if
on
that
its
back red was just, on the line
Never
without
worked.
being in the house.
Okay, right on
I
top.
Regardless, it's a
think
lot
it was
of
6,
rocks.
yeah.
Little bump's okay.
But it's early. You have
Heavy's
time.
okay. Bump's okay.
All right. So
mean,
if
it's-
it's okay with the peanut gallery, we'll go back to the featured sheet.
They're busy gambling like
Yeah, line's
degenerates. So,
All
folks, if
right.
you haven't been to the Chicago
Yeah,
Curling
can't
Club
hurt
in
it.
Northbrook, Illinois,
Yeah,
at a
hard,
certain point
hard.
of the day, usually around 10:30, 11 a.m.,
Switch.
when it starts to get a little degenerate around here, there may or may not be some wagers
Yeah, keep
placed.
going.
It's a lot of fun. It's family friendly.
Yeah. Well,
that's
it is
fine.
family friendly now. When it
Okay.
gets later, you might want to keep the little ones home.
Yeah, I'd recommend.
All right, Lorna Sherry is down 2-0 to Nate Lenzini, but like I said, it's early, and I have a lot of faith in her. Let's see what's going on in sheet 4.
Sheet 4
Sheet
is
4, Murphy
They haven't hung yet.
and Scott Meyer are.
it's coming up right now.
All right,
Got
the
it.
anticipation.
Tied.
It looks like a
Yep,
tie
yep.
game, so that's exciting.
I think it's a little more, but
All right, so we'll go back to
well,
our featured sheet and see if we can do it without help from
down, yes.
the audience.
Gotta get by.
I gotta say,
Go
some of the
ahead.
people here really understand what respect for the broadcast is.
Normal, it's fine, yeah.
Get your goat, right?
So Roberto's lining up. He's warmed up and ready to play. He's lost his jacket.
I'm super excited to see him do the double that we know is in him.
Native to the Catalonia region of España. He's
I don't think he's
been curling for about 15 years, I think,
Roberto Rojas.
and a hero to many people back in Catalonia.
I don't think he's from Catalonia. I
Yeah,
think
good shot.
he's from Mexico. Our friends to the south.
The Catalonian region of Mexico.
Not that we're treating them very friendly these days,
Trying to get-
but
I'll be right back. We gotta take care of Abe.
all right. He missed the double, but he did get one, and he stuck around. So, all right. Here's Meredith's shot.
More,
I think they're
right?
just drawing in or a guard technique.
Okay. We can try to play this little bump. He gets there. Yeah, it's coming up.
All right, this one looks really nice. I think it's going to give the shot rock a little
All
tap.
right, well,
Huh?
try to just leave
No?
it. It's not
Same
bad.
shot.
Beautiful shot by Meredith. Another very modest curler who doesn't look to the broadcaster for support and encouragement. So
She's in her own zone, and she's
I
locked in.
love how laser focused these athletes are.
Well, this is the first event, so if you're not
Yeah.
locked in, you're going home after this.
Well,
Yeah, you know, the first event is
Yeah.
great if you're going to win everything. If you're not going to win
won't.
everything, it's really best to just go right to the second event.
Well, as we did in our first game,
As we did as well.
we decided the best course of action
Yeah, really
was to
nice.
give the second.
Yeah. Phil and I will both be out on
now
different
we're
sheets
shot.
at the 8:15 draw
In the
tonight.
feature evening broadcasts, there's gonna be a lot of fun games. We'll
Yeah.
see
Second event is where the fun kids
Set this
are.
out.
without a doubt.
First
Gotta get a roll,
event, they are
control.
all about the curling. Second event, yeah, we want to win, but
that's good enough.
let's have a drink.
You want to enjoy the winning more than. I mean, these guys are really grinding it out here. They're not having fun. They're too dedicated to winning
I
for
know.
my
I know.
style. I think the second
Yep,
event is really
yep.
where you can shine and
Hard.
be pretty buzzed while you curl.
Right.
Not a good one.
Speaking
Come
of
on.
which, your lovely girlfriend there, Brooke, did offer to get me a drink whenever I needed one.
My bad.
Fabulous.
Well, of course, it's all
That's
free.
the spirit of
It's
curling.
all free tonight, so.
That's not
They
true.
just drop.
Well, beer and wine is free, and
Some wine.
the prosecco is free.
It's not, but for you it is.
Oh well.
Ooh.
Erase the last 10 seconds.
I don't think the auditors are listening. Also, I don't think we have auditors. Oh, by the way, folks, there is a fabulous survey going up for the first
Yeah,
annual
vote for me. Vote for
Chicago
me.
Curling Club Yearbook Awards.
Yeah.
The last question is if you have anything else to add. And I have to say,
Yeah.
this is a kind of a dark horse flyer that came in.
They
But
won't. They don't.
please,
Favorite broadcaster?
please
Male
write
and-
in.
male
Oh,
and
no, no.
female?
This is not a
Girl,
shameless
girl.
self-promotion. Please put Steve Carlson for comptroller for the last question
Okay,
on the
that's
survey. He's a very capable
Shot.
and competent comptroller.
I'm really not
And,
sure we were looking for a comptroller.
Well, he's
He's
the,
already
he's the
just said it would be
comptroller we
great.
didn't know we needed,
So that's that same
but
control.
we need him to be comptroller.
For anybody watching the game, they just put a really nice red in play.
Oh, look at that. They did.
I'm going
Shaping
after
up
this
pretty
one.
nicely here for the Nova Scotian.
Hey, man.
He needs to. He doesn't need. He's got lots of time left. It's only the third end, folks. So
We got plenty of time.
plenty of time. Plenty of
They're
time.
just getting warmed up here. Jonathan is delivering.
Steve.
This looks pretty good if it grabs, but right now it's going a little bit straight. Yeah, he's gonna hit.
He's gonna. Oh, he might get the double. No. Oh, that's
It's not the.
Not
that
right here.
is not ideal.
not ideal.
Same draw, Liz.
He's
So it
gonna,
needs-
he's gonna
okay,
shuffle
too.
down and have a discussion with
A
T about this.
little more oomph on that one. All right, Liz is gonna put up another counter on
What's
the
the
center
goal?
Well, it's like,
line
it
in
would be a
front
perfect
of,
shot. Like,
shot rock.
through what you just did. So.
Yeah, line.
Such is life.
Line's good. Wait only. Whoa.
Slide and a clean delivery.
Yep.
She's been doing this for a long
They're
time.
they're
Should be
sweeping,
a
but
They're kind of off and on, so I think it's a
Hi,
little
guys.
heavy, but the
I
line
like
is
it.
really
I
nice.
think it needs to curl just a little more.
Nice.
Well,
It's hard to get a double out of that one.
it is.
And it is a little exposed, but that might
Yeah.
be enough
I think
bait.
here,
They kind of want it'll go in. They
thinking
kind of
board weight.
wanted
we'll try to just hit it.
the guard,
Yeah.
a counting
just kind of
point,
flop.
but a guard or something
Yeah,
higher.
top
Down
eight
really
nice.
well. Ice.
But he's gonna try for the double.
No.
I mean, Albert's a killer. If he can kill 2 or 3 stones, he's going to jump on that chance.
This board.
Is he a big hit thrower?
He's a lethal.
trying to get
lethal
one out and
assassin. Albert.
So he's either gonna crash.
Don't
if
let
he hits
the
it perfect, he
soft
knows it's
mannered personality
I
and extreme
don't know.
the other
polite
two
and
outcomes
kindness.
are crash or a little wide.
Savage
If he's a
killer.
little wide, he rolls
Yes.
out.
Nerves of steel.
Yeah. He is throwing
Smooth
more. I'm
as
interested
silk.
to see. He does throw less handle than right now.
Delivering this dagger right now. Let's see what happens.
Yep.
All right, well, it's off. It's not a ton of weight. It looks like he's just trying to draw down into that mess.
And they're on it early. The line looks
Careful.
really
Whoa.
good.
It
Whoa.
does.
He's going to jostle
I
stuff
think
around.
it has more weight than I thought,
Yeah, and
and
he's going to pop one of them out.
all of
Okay,
these
just hit
skips
that.
and vices standing in the way.
Sit
You
there.
know,
It's really disrespectful to you
He'll try
viewers,
to
and I'm
pick that
sorry. We're
again.
going to work on that.
I guess don't forget to watch the inset that actually shows you the
Yeah.
house. You know, you get so wrapped up in watching the stone come in that you forget,
I
hey,
agree, yeah.
there's an overhead view.
I think we can
That's the
even
one
come
that
here,
really
yeah.
matters.
Come here,
see
then
what's
he.
going
Don't
on.
worry, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now what's going on for T?
Just be shy, like
Is he,
Christmas tree here.
Is he
Then
going
he
to
can't
get rid of
pick
that
it. If he
yellow
picks it, he
and
rolls out,
sit
right?
a few, or is he going to try to draw
So,
in
yeah,
and
try
put
to get
another
to this
one
line.
in contention?
I would think he's
Probably
going to
about here, I
protect
think.
shot rock and then leave the yellow for his second shot.
I like the
Get
call.
rid of that.
That's the right strategy.
Because you get rid of
Oh,
that,
yeah, that's good strategy.
they have a clear shot.
Just try to. They
So-
call it a Christmas tree, so we try to get it over here, stagger it. So we
Gives
just
you a little leeway too. Even if you're just
fully, it's
dividing the
fine.
weight for it, you'll be all right. It'll be a hard double.
Gotta get another one in. It's how it counts.
We're trying to come in,
Leave
so
that
try to be
outside
like
one.
about here.
Or
I think
He
like an
wants top
80.
4. according to
Yeah,
the
that's what
group
I
we
got
just
down there.
displayed. Cleans the rock.
they're gonna be 2 in the middle. If he makes the shot.
He's getting
Cleans the
ready.
ice.
He's getting ready. Canadians are very precise.
Steel. The rock's away. Yeah, he's watching it. No call yet for the sweep.
And after his shot comes to land, I'm going to hop over to Kaylee's house and see what's going on over there.
He's got to curl quite a bit here. They're sweeping. They're on an audible.
Well, I guess
must have
now
moved
they're going
outside.
for the tick. And it,
Okay, that's fine.
yeah,
There's a lot of options.
Sure, that's
This
not
one first.
that's not perfect.
No.
All right, this is
my bad.
Kaylee's. She's sitting
Well, if we
3
try
and
to hit
Aaron
this,
is
this is
trying to make
jam.
her sad.
Leave us
So
exposed, right?
we'll see what he does, and then we can hop back to our feature sheet.
Yeah.
So I think you gotta hit
Jimmy
this.
Bones is vicing.
Then you can kind of.
Like you mean.
Like, or you
yeah,
just-
Yeah, he does not curl the same
like
nights as me,
hack
so it's
weight.
very exciting when you get to Old Lang Syne and
like
people
it
you don't
through.
see all year. Oh, that is not ideal for him, but
Yeah, I think that's probably a good
it's good for
strategy.
Kaylee.
Let's just come like board
all right, I
again.
think this is Kaylee's first.
Same broom
She's
and-
sitting
Yeah.
2.
Hey, just a little
Yeah,
sweep.
hammer.
Nope, this is not hammer. This is Kaylee's first down. Thank you,
Okay,
Steve.
good call there.
Keeping me on my
Because
toes.
now if he goes to the center, doesn't
Gonna throw board weight again.
See, Albert's.
Yeah, one in the middle.
All right, so
Ideally,
T
you
is
sit under
sitting
the
3
guard.
now.
Coming down.
Interesting
Yeah.
broom position here.
Yeah, we got it.
You gotta play the in off, but you might want to
Well, I think he might be trying the gentle tap and then sit on the center line and tap the shot rock out.
You would know as a fellow assassin. Order of Alpha
You know, if you can get your knee on their throats, you should leave it there.
100%. This one's over curling.
I'm surprised they weren't
Whoa.
sweeping.
Oh, it's by.
Okay.
That's pretty good. And
I think
It's not terrible.
that's
Not ideal.
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
nice.
You
Just I think he just kind of knows
It's
it.
tough.
Because then we
It's
get 3.
capable. Okay, so
Probably
we have
about
Hammer.
here.
Hammer coming up.
Just
He's
control.
got hammer. This is his last draw.
And if he can get rid of that yellow shot rock, he will be sitting 2 or 3. 3 if he
Yeah,
sticks
that's
around,
tight.
2 if he doesn't.
I think the amount of weight he's going to
That's
have
pretty
to throw
tight.
to get that
The
chip
problem is we
without
gotta just
overcurling
narrowly
is
miss
gonna
this,
dictate
right?
that he loses the shooter.
It's barely.
He's got a long
It's
way
so
to roll.
tough. Yeah. Maybe we just try to pick it up.
More handle will help. But you're right. That is kind of a.
Yeah, because it's got to go pretty straight.
The other thing is, if you hit that red on the outside,
I think
the
so.
red into yellow.
You're definitely not going to get a point out of the shooter that way.
Not with that broom. You have to be throwing the, putting the broom to the
Okay.
left of the.
Kind
I'm
of
taking
tight.
the red and the yellow.
I think we got to make it go straight.
All right. Well,
That makes good sense. That
he
could
would.
work.
He would
Yeah, I
really
think
like
so.
to get tied game if he gets it.
Okay.
It's a big stone here. He has the nerves. He has the composure.
Nerves of steel.
He's coming down.
Yeah.
And I do think he's going to
Whoa!
appreciate you calling him an assassin. I think
Oh, there's-
he's been wanting that. Or a ninja. He could be a ninja.
They're both absolute slayers. This looks
And-
pretty good.
oh,
This looks pretty good.
that
And that's
is-
a beauty.
That is
Absolute
beautiful.
beauty. That's
Another
a
one.
great shot.
Eyeball
But
game.
he just does not look for our.
He's not interested in what's
He
going
doesn't
on. and
care
he
what
doesn't
we
need
think.
it.
Doesn't want your
Doesn't
Like a
care
true
what we
assassin.
think, but I
He's
do
not
love
looking
it. Let's
for.
see what poor
he just
Kaylee's
wants
up
the.
to.
He wants the paycheck from the
Nice shot.
contract, and he wants to be left alone.
Second to last.
All
round.
right.
Work in the shadows.
So yellow's sitting 1 now.
This,
And
Aaron is
Light's
also
okay.
showing no mercy.
Light's okay.
And now I think yellow is still shot. But how is yellow going to be more than 1?
well, they've got the
Well,
jaw
it
around.
looks like there's an easy double right there. A nose hit on that red that was just thrown removes both of those reds and potentially opens up a
Yeah,
3-under.
that would be really nice. Yeah, close the gaps. We want all of these games to go to
Switch.
team warm draw
Without a doubt.
until the 8:15, and then everyone except the one
Yeah,
I'm
as far as you
playing
can.
and the one Phil's playing.
Yeah, those can be done in 4.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great shot. Shot.
Bright and early tomorrow for our.
Thanks. Good call.
No, we
Right
will
around.
not.
Definitely not.
We
Make
will
sure
not.
you're here.
Like me, you're
If
not
we're
morning people.
if we're awake, we might be watching you from our couch with our coffee. But
Well, I'll be camping, so I might get up and watch that show.
That's right. All we have to do is head on that side and wake them the heck up.
absolutely.
Get your butt into that.
Yeah, yeah.
that
Thanks
chair
all for weight.
So Kaylee's about to throw her
All
hand.
Just for
right.
weight, hard for
This would
weight.
be really. I really hope she makes this. I want these games to be as close as possible.
Okay, draw.
Yeah, it's a big swing for her to pick up 3. 4-2.
And it's kind of the definition of club curling.
Nose hit gets it.
They're on it quick. I think that's mostly maintenance. She's got to curl a little more.
Okay, line's good. It's
coming.
It's not
There, but
curling
will it be
enough.
enough?
It's going to teal it around.
Line.
No.
Okay, line's good.
They get
Well,
Well, I think it's still 1 yellow.
we might be going for a measure.
Okay, should be pretty good, I
pretty
think.
close. Hard to tell from the video.
Shot.
All right. If you have to look at it 3 or 4 times, pull out the metal.
Just
thing.
measure.
That's right.
Come on, Jimmy.
I don't know who has the rocket.
And Jimmy knows this. He's from a long line of curlers.
Yeah, that's the rule. You got it right.
His mother was a hairdresser.
Yeah, let's just try to draw it
Actually
in.
was a pioneer in hair curling, and his father worked in a spring factory.
That better be 1
There's
yellow.
a lot of curls and springs. It should be 1 yellow. And it is Missy hanging the score, so it will be 1 yellow.
Yay!
And there is some degeneracy going on behind us.
Okay.
Andrea just got crushed because of 1 red. I believe Danette got
All right.
the 1
Hopefully
yellow.
I don't know what's going on in sheet
Gotta
4,
slow
but
down
there's
and
a
curl
lot
time.
of stones in
Let's
the
do a
house.
live look in. Oh,
Let's
there's
take
a lot
quick
going on
peek.
here.
Murphy is tied 1-1.
This is a Meyer
This
shot.
is Hammer. Scott's yellow coming in with Hammer. He's sitting 2nd shot. All right.
And this is Team Mustache for the weekend. Meyer and his Vice are rocking some very strong stashes. It's a good look for both of them.
Is this true?
Oh, this is actually true. Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
line.
I don't think I
Well, most of my things are true.
I thought I saw Scott earlier this week,
Hey,
and
well-
maybe he just sprouts a
Yeah,
mustache in a couple hours. You are right.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah.
It's a strong
Wow,
stash.
how did I miss
Yeah,
that?
we need a piece of this.
He had a little more 5 o'clock shadow on the beer side yesterday, but he did a good cleanup.
Okay.
So the Stash Bash team here is going to see what they can do.
All right.
They sit in second.
It's a straw.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping for a Meyer.
You looked a little
Oh,
low there,
thank
Madam
you.
President. Oh yeah, I'll take your empty.
Yeah, my game's going to be tough if Bricky keeps bringing me Prosecco's.
And she's going to keep bringing you.
And we're
Why?
not playing against each other
Jonathan
either,
only.
so.
Well, a little liquid courage goes a long way.
You know what? I've been playing long enough and
Just
drunk enough
Jonathan.
anyway
Whoa.
that I should
Careful.
be okay.
Just Jonathan.
It's the hangovers,
Whoa.
the Sunday mornings
Oh.
after a really fun
We're here.
Saturday night that
Who's your opponent this
Little finish. Yep.
we are playing Mick
Make it a little
Klager.
harder.
evening? Ooh, that's going to be a tough one.
No, it's not.
So we'll be playing.
I'm just going to yell sweep.
So we're
And her
playing
people are-
opposite
and her
you,
people are gonna
and
suck.
when you win and we win, we'll be facing each
That
other
will happen.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Excellent.
This is,
Even if we do this, that's
That's really the
fine.
lineup everyone's been waiting for.
The broadcasters, the best
Yeah, like
broadcasters,
Broadcaster
this
battle.
probably is
duking
fine.
it out on the ice.
I think we'll have to be mic'd up for that one.
All right, well, we totally missed what happened, so let's go back
Scott
to...
did not do what he wanted to. He just got the one, I
We're
think.
going back to our featured sheet. Albert Lipson and T. Bond.
From Miller's Income, Tennessee, and Nova Scotia, which I don't
Tennessee.
think there are any towns in
I
Nova
think
Scotia. They're all just called Nova Scotia.
No, there's Halifax.
Well,
Oh, I
well,
forgot about
straight,
Halifax.
straight,
That's
straight,
the one
straight.
town.
That's
He's not from
That's
Halifax.
actually where my family's homestead is Halifax.
A homestead.
Okay, good shot.
Yeah, they've been there a long time.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
My dad is 99
Congrats to him. That's
We'll
impressive.
take
Put
that.
another one in.
for 99.
So yellow's sitting one.
All right. I was
Albert's
hoping to sit 2 after this. I think I would have come in the other way with the yellow.
They really haven't tested
Outside
that side
again.
of the sheet
Jonathan's
much.
rock.
And I think one of them is waiting for the other to
Okay.
You
bite.
figure if you're short, you're guarding the red run back. But
Yep. All you
Jonathan
got. Come
is
on.
sweeping
he
the
is
Jesus out of
very,
this
yep,
one.
he's very excited.
He is very excited about sweeping this rock. There's really no one that sweeps quite like Jonathan. It's,
All right.
Very
Good draw.
nice.
and he did
Not
a lot of
where he
effort to
wanted,
get it
but
in
it-
there. It's not ideal, but
that's
it's
it.
usable for certain.
Absolutely. Easy to promote. It cuts down the draw path.
And they do.
You got
have-
backing.
well, I'm not
Yellow
sure what
has
happened.
yellow has hammer too.
Yellow has hammer, so that's a great rock right now. It's a good setup position.
Yeah.
Liz is coming
Okay, line's
in.
good.
I'm hoping this one bites a little bit. It looks a little bit hot. And it's not going to
yeah, it
curl
really-
quite enough where they want it to. I think it's just going to kind of hang out there.
Well, if
Okay.
it stops, it'll be usable. But
And now we're just going to sweep the devil out of this one.
Yeah, that's
critique
fine.
his sweep.
Died.
But the insert,
All right.
really,
Oh, it wasn't a critique, it
excellent
was-
effort.
Stop
Excellent.
4.
All right,
All right.
just gonna pop over to sheet 2
Do
for a
quick
second.
live look in.
All right, Kaylee's sitting 2 and is getting rid of this red, and then she'll be sitting 4.
Assuming Gregory can do his job, and that's a big if. He's got the most unique slide in the club, without a doubt.
Think so. Yeah. Think so. We're
Looks like
here.
a
It's gonna
squatting
be
head.
What's a little
really
light?
nice.
He's gonna hit
Oh,
it.
beautiful.
He's gonna
Beautiful
roll in.
shot,
It's a great
Gregory.
shot.
That's
That might be the best
hard.
shot he's ever made.
Well,
He should probably hang it up,
certainly the best shot of the game.
without a
All
doubt.
right, so
Yeah,
Aaron's
it's
going to
just
start
light.
clearing guards.
Good sweeps.
And he
He's proud of
actually,
himself. And
he
he's
actually-
smiling.
He's so happy. First thing is he looks at Phil and myself so that he can get a little air clap.
I think put one here so
And
we
he's
can
smiling.
maybe
He
try to
doesn't do
tap
that
it and
very
guard.
And they're doing great. And the thing is,
He might live through the night.
you can get
'Cause I
behind.
don't think we have a draw
do
to get
not
here.
panic, especially on this old lang syne where any old thing can happen.
Over here
Enjoy
is
this
fine.
spiel because it is an absolute. It is an absolute.
And Kathy needs to learn how to
train wreck.
follow those stones after, but we'll get to that later.
That'll be year 2.
Yeah. So we do want a nice little shout
This
out
one?
to Nouns. We do appreciate all
Yeah,
of
that'll
our
open it up. I don't
sponsors.
think we like
Appreciate all our
that.
sponsors.
So Nouns
Come
is
block
this end,
that
the other
one.
end is Ethernet Vision, which is another fantastic. Of course, let's go over to
Yeah.
sheet 4.
That's
and
really
I'll show
that's
you.
really the sheet.
I'll show you
people
one
are
of my
looking for.
favorites. There's only one stone there now, but that Uptown cigar.
You know,
I'm not Up Down cigar, sorry.
It's a beautiful logo.
I'm not a big cigar fan.
Yes.
Of course, one of the owners did promise me some cigar boxes, and I haven't seen those, but that's okay.
He's building the ultimate collection. It takes time.
That's okay. My craft room has plenty
Okay,
in it.
come around.
There's always room for more, so if he ever gets around to it, it would be appreciated. But yeah, we do want to thank our Up Down Cigar people.
And the 4th event is apparently the Up Down Cigar
Leave it
event
up there.
of this field.
Excellent.
Pretty good.
Excellent.
We can use it. Okay,
Well, we're on target to not be there.
We're not going to be there.
Okay, we can.
It's a
It's a
second
lo-
event
it's
or
a loser
die.
event. We're in the
Yeah, it
we're
doesn't
in the,
move that much out
the
there.
almost winners event.
Bump this up. Sting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
I've had a
actually
lot
lot
of luck in the
straighter
second
on
event this
on
year.
this. Okay. It's only curling 3 feet.
I mean, I know.
So there was a
we've been-
missile
There you
thrown
go.
over
That
on
one.
sheet 2, and
Yeah.
And they
fielded
all-
one off.
They all caught them.
They
That's
did
what I-
catch them. There was some
Yeah.
veteran play by Aaron Visser and Kaylee Meyer
Yeah.
that
Okay, yeah, we're
really
gonna try to
controlled the
tap
house
every shot.
Yep.
like 2 pros.
Yep. Gotta go.
Back here, we're watching a little tap it in, a little promote. Very, very well done.
Great rock.
Is it enough? And it is.
It
All
looks
right,
great.
yellow
We're
sitting
sitting 2.
And with hammer. All right, T.
And really good coverage up
Correct.
top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to have to put a higher power
Yeah, draw to
stroke on the
this one.
sniper rifle here.
I think draw to that. Like even out here, get a ropey shot, right?
It's pretty good. It does curl enough.
Yeah, that's tough. I didn't
You
see
can
that
tick
there.
off that
Probably
yellow
about there.
that's over the
Even if we
W.
get a little wick off here, that's okay too.
Just gently brush it.
Yeah, it only curls 3 feet out here, so
I think the thing here is not overthink your weight call. You know, just
Yeah, you gotta,
just
you
try
gotta
to
play
draw
this
to
one
our red.
it
naturally
is the
comfortably.
crow with your heart
Like that here.
situation.
Absolutely.
Just,
Bill,
Don't
yeah.
worry about the assassin
Think
you're
like
facing. Just
Bailey has opened the door.
Yeah, I
Sheet
like
2
that. Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
yeah,
Major rocker
she's
move.
setting up pretty well
She
here.
was putting the hurt on pretty effectively. That last attempt
Yeah.
at guard just didn't come over as much as she wanted.
Jimmy Bones is throwing a rocket to try to clear some of this stuff out on
And
sheet
it's
2.
trying to really move.
ew, and it's coming over.
He hits a
Gets
beauty.
it triple. Almost.
That was a great shot by Jimmy Bones
All
on
right,
2.
sorry we didn't show you
Yeah,
that.
you guys really missed it with
This,
Jam.
this,
Yeah, mine.
this featured sheet thing is, I don't know.
It's something. So,
But anyways, come on, sweep, 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 sweep.
Oh,
sweep,
so close.
Sweep it again. Sweep it some more.
you can't sweep it enough.
Okay. Okay, good
It's
judge.
still
It was a good
yellow.
It's yellow, but,
But he did cut 'em
red
down.
is second
Okay,
shot.
good.
Doors
Yeah, that's what I'm
All
thinking
right,
too.
let's.
Albert can come
that's
inside.
Everybody
what
seems
I'm
way
thinking.
more
I don't think
interested
it
in
was
sheet
like
2, so I'm
That's
gonna
why
hop
I
up there
didn't cut
before
that.
my
Actually, I'd rather do
husband
that.
Like
tells
I
me
had to
it's
hold it a bit,
interesting.
Well, now
so
that
I
they
think
cleared them all out, it's
that
kind of
caused,
boring.
Floating a little on this
Yellow's
line.
still
I want a
super
little
bright.
bit more.
Yeah, this is a good setup for
Okay.
Kaylee.
really close. We almost had that perfect.
That's a red
Well,
rock,
it came
and
to
that's
the
a
Because
red
red
the
rock
rock.
bad
over there,
shot is
so
you get it
I
outside
think
of the jam. Right?
This is the house right here, as Missy replies.
But everybody should take a look at Missy's jacket. Okay, these are now for
Throw
sale.
normal
Yeah.
just in
There's
case.
a
Oh, that's
QR
right.
code. You can go
It's
to
jacket
our
2.0.
Remember
Yes.
listening to the play-by-play
Yeah,
on
he does.
Wednesday and hearing a lot
Absolutely.
about the
Normal
Kobe
head.
jacket.
Absolutely,
Right at the
yes.
inside of that rock.
Copley has the same
At
jacket.
that point,
This
it'll
is
just be
the
a matter of
club
just getting rid of
sanctioned
their
club
stones.
jacket. And it is
It's a
very
mighty sharp.
attractive. It's got
It's
some nice
see what
red
happens.
side panels. Get your
Don't
name
wanna
on
hit
your
the
back,
outside.
first name on the front.
Really
It's
does.
a good font.
The only
Good
game
red
he's
got our
outline on
cam
the
out
lettering.
there.
It's quite nice. It's a little more conventional and professional compared to the bootleg version.
I expect to see a lot of it next year. I've already ordered mine. Chris has ordered his. And I have a fantastic
Oh.
jacket sponsored by JLL.
Oh, wow.
Thank you,
Floating
Megan
in
Mack.
with that broom.
And I'll have to switch
Hit
it
the
back
yellow.
and forth. depending on how much of a killer I feel like.
Oh, wow. That was a whole. We picked
And
the
of
wrong
course,
sheet.
we are always on the wrong
Okay,
sheet.
this didn't change anything.
There was a lot of
think
commotion.
Gerard hit
Let's
it
see
now.
what the
And another
Albert's
door has been open for Chi to draw
Yeah, that's
right
two.
in.
I don't think anything changed
draws there.
because we're still two.
Yeah, it was on the room, right?
It's
I think.
still
It
yellow
wasn't quite closed
one.
before, but now it's
Yeah, 'cause-
wide open.
Yeah.
He's got
It's a little
this
heavy, you can't
double.
pick up the
Stone.
Yeah,
His weight is perfect.
we could also guard that.
Into the-
Yeah,
Hitting the yellow is
Yeah.
better than hitting the outside of that. So.
then he has a double, right?
Just remember, Chris would have said she.
Like he'll do that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
we can give him that. That's okay.
Well, she's gonna get
We
rid
can
of
either. I
that.
think it's just two options. We either guard or we draw.
Conversation.
Like if we guard,
All right. I think
Kaylee's
Kaylee's
Yeah.
trying to get rid of that
That
red,
makes sense. That would be the move.
and I like it. I like
Yeah,
it a
okay.
lot. It's,
let's
We
draw
will
one
double
in.
up this one.
I like it.
Looking all right.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's all right.
It was a
And
fine
it's stuck
outcome.
around.
That's all right.
It's still
Still
there.
by-
Kaylee's
Yeah.
still sitting 3. All right.
Yeah, I think we got it draw.
We'll just keep going
Draw
back.
one to
I'm
here.
sorry, 1
Yeah.
and 4. Your games just aren't that interesting.
Well, actually,
He
sheet
will.
one's looking
That's
pretty
his
interesting.
problem.
very
It's
Ah.
either guard or a draw.
But there's nothing happening yet, so we can wait on that.
Yeah.
Nate's
Yeah,
got a
they
lot to
only have one
discuss
right
with
now.
Travis. We got a lot of pointing to do, and eventually he's going to decide to draw.
Yeah, he will.
Or
He'll
guard.
use it for
That's
sure.
what he does. He does it very well.
Right. Here comes tease.
We're gonna come around.
Basically throwing the same thing he threw with just a
Yeah,
hair
draw,
more
yeah.
weight.
Same way, yeah.
Last shot, same one, but better.
Yeah.
And he usually doesn't miss twice.
Well, sitting second shot is not a bad.
Girl,
All right, yeah.
Got a nice path.
Ooh, they should be switching places to hold that line.
It's pretty far out there. They got a big window.
Looking all right, but is it
Come on,
heavy
go,
enough?
go, go, go.
Can
Don't
they
stop,
drag
don't
it
stop,
in?
don't stop.
hard guys, you got it hard.
Keep it coming.
Gonna
Don't
be
stop,
it.
don't stop, don't
coming,
stop.
keep it
Don't
coming,
stop,
keep it
don't
coming.
stop.
And it's,
Ah,
and
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
really close.
And
No, it's not.
Okay, good sweeps.
but it's more second
Looking at it.
shot.
And Albert has
Try this
hammer,
way.
and
I don't know.
he's got to figure out what to do with this.
Started thinking like, is there
Yeah, that
another
was
way
the
of getting
risk
2
of
out of
that
this?
So
He kind of has a double.
Way to get rid
Kaylee's-
of that red
Kaylee's
rock
first
without
shot.
potential
Like I was sitting down
Well,
there
but you
thinking if
gotta
we
go
should have
for
guarded
it.
there. It's a lot easier.
Shot rock after all.
Because this one here, we
We're gonna check in with
Can.
sheet 1, see what they're up
Yeah, I
to.
agree.
There's a lot going
Barely
on.
curling
the
over
jam
there.
out
If I
there.
do
See the
Yeah,
way
that's-
It's just
that's
we kind of
an
got
interesting
lucky.
one.
Right. Yeah.
Well, the peanut gallery doesn't
It was also-
understand. It's hard to watch all the games.
Because like
That's
the
worth a
angles
shot.
are
I mean, I
kind
think
of
it's
opposite.
safe.
You go up and get it like quiet. So.
How many wine glasses in are we, Lori?
Hey,
But yeah,
barely.
Yeah.
Just one.
I don't know. I
Just
was.
we gotta
That's why I was
zoom
taking
fine,
so long.
because we're just gonna catch the
Yeah.
edge, right?
The yellow is hitting
So if I
pretty
can curl,
a lot
we still should
easier.
have plenty of room.
The most you can
solidly.
see if
Lauren
we
is
guard.
gonna have an
If the
amazing
guard is
shot.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, she's gonna have to
What
just.
else we got
May
over
want to
there?
move back to sheet
Yeah.
2 for
I mean,
Let's,
Kaylee.
That's what I'm
you can
trying to
watch,
catch the end of the board.
uh,
It's a shot.
If we really made
watch
it.
Kaylee get rid
I
of
don't want to mess
this.
with that thing over there.
Four-ender
That's
if
gonna
she
cause
knows
Oh,
problems.
no, she doesn't have hammer.
Is not
Oh, she does not
hammer.
have hammer.
Yeah.
This is
Aaron's-
not
Aaron's
So
gonna
screw
have
it
an
up,
answer.
try to see if we can catch
Ah,
an edge
if
of the
she
four
can get rid
foot.
of that.
We need to be like 2 or 3 inches in, at
Hi.
least.
Sitting in a good
So,
place.
Yeah, it would be a lot tough.
Come in the
Whatever
next zone.
happens, she does need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And it's got a curl.
See it this end? I was right there.
And it's gonna sail
Wow.
right by.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
And that is a really
At
disappointing
this point,
shot.
the end looks so bad.
She's frustrated.
Adrenaline got the better of her.
Okay.
I do it all the time.
We have Albert's.
And sheet 1 is
We have Albert's
delivered.
doing nothing.
Do a quick live look in over
Okay, good
here.
end, guys. Good end. We got away with that one.
See what
and apparently it
Lauren
doesn't
can
curl
do.
out there, so you know.
Holding it, but it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
overcurl.
bumped
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I mean, it curled like
what we want.
2 feet.
Nah,
I need
that
5 feet.
changes everything. Yeah.
Well, yes, but it's not
So
gonna curl.
Up Down Cigar. We do like our friends at Up Down
Oh, he was
Cigar.
making-
Red
That's a lot of
is
red.
Red's putting the pressure on. Red's sitting 3 with 2
Nice
cards,
shot.
and yellow is nowhere in sight.
And This is Scott's first rock.
Do you think yellow is afraid of the house? Are they cowardly?
Well, I mean, he got one.
Are they yeller?
Oof. Meyer's he's not a fan of skipping, and we're going to see if that plays out here
Sheet
tonight.
2, another 2 in.
Tight. Tight. Rather not give him a corner guard.
Haley's working towards a big end. Next end. All right, Scott, you need something in the house here.
This looks light.
Yeah, oh boy.
Whoa, you're good.
They're sweeping the devil out of it.
Well, it's not hammer, so he's going to have another shot.
He's not going to do what he
not
wanted
what
to
he
do.
wanted. The mustaches are weighing them down.
You know, between the stash and skipping, it's just may not be his event this year. Sheet 3 is just setting up for the next stand. There's not a whole lot happening here. Sheet 2 is in the same
all the
boat.
way, looks
Sheet
good.
1 is about to deliver.
Yeah.
It's hammer rock
Yeah,
coming.
keep it coming. Good sweep.
Yeah, I'm not
Nice
sure
shot.
how he's planning on getting something in here.
He's got a shot. It's just how do you get
Oh,
two?
maybe he's gonna promote some. Oh, he changed.
Look at nice tight center
room
guard.
significantly.
Oh, I think they want to just do enough weight to curl into that top red to push their yellow up, and that's not going to happen probably.
Outside this time. Okay.
There's certain styles here at the old Chicago Curling Club. Oh,
He
wait
gets
a
on his
minute.
own.
And he just got himself a nice accidental deuce. Great
I
shot.
don't know that that was accidental. They were trying something over there.
They were definitely going for some
I
sort
think
of
that was a
promote,
beautiful
so.
shot.
Happy's
All right,
okay.
so
It was
we
a
need.
beautiful outcome.
Out's
I'd like to
without a
see
doubt.
Lorna come back with a couple points.
Absolutely.
Where do you want to go there, buddy?
Sheet 4 is
Sheet
the only
4,
action. We got Scott Meyer
okay.
getting ready to
And-
see if he can dig himself out
Oh,
of it.
boy.
He's drawn against 3 here,
I'm sure-
maybe 4.
Ryan is
Yeah,
probably
can't
sad
hurt
that he
it.
didn't
Curl,
quite
switch.
get that last one in.
He's definitely going to be lamenting
Hard as far
that.
as you can.
I think everybody
Straight.
really wants to put the hurt on early and
Yeah, as far as you can.
shake
Looks
after
good.
6.
Without a doubt.
But if
Scott's
they're
lining up.
unless they're way out there, play those extra ends. People get tired, people get lazy.
You gotta keep
Crazy.
the pressure on. You can always
Crazy.
claw back, and that's the joy of
Crazy
club
stuff
curling.
happens.
Now it's not
Guard it
likely
up.
in the assassin duel like happening on sheet 3,
Yeah.
but there
They
are
are
games.
angry. Those two skips are angry.
They're angry. They're letting it be known that this game, they're playing it for all of it. They're playing for keeps. One man is not walking off this sheet tonight. We're not sure who
All
it's
right,
going to be.
Scott's going to be throwing his hammerstone
Jonathan.
very soon, and he's really probably
curl as
hoping
much as he
to
can.
not give Ryan
Got a
3.
curl.
I'm sure that
Let's see
he's
if
definitely
he-
not. He's not hoping for that.
This
He's,
is where the
Yeah,
skips
everything.
make their
Yes,
money.
yes.
and he
All
usually
right.
likes playing
All
Vice, so
y'all.
it's a lot
Yeah,
of
I
pressure.
get it, but he needs
He needs to really
right.
step
to
it up
touch
here.
that 8 foot. To
Hey,
go
hit
to
it.
number 1.
And they're
Yeah.
calling on it.
And if you
Earlier
do
than I
this, that's
thought.
okay
Looks like he's
too.
got a
Yeah.
good amount of weight.
Yeah, no, stay on it because the back 8 is just as good as the
And
front 8.
that's
Keep
true.
coming,
And
keep
that
coming.
wall
Get out
is-
there.
that
Come on,
wall
Brad.
is brutal. Come on,
Come on,
Stash.
come
Come
on.
on, Stash. Oh, it
no,
just died.
no,
It just
no,
died.
no.
It just died. Well, it looks like he cut him down to 2.
Yeah.
So it's only 2.
Okay, well,
So it's a 1-point game.
every
No, that's not true. It's a 3-point game.
point helps. Where are we going?
Okay, well,
G3, let's
Okay.
check into
Let's
our
go back to the
features.
featured
yeah, it's a
sheet.
good shot.
I'm sure there's all kinds of.
I mean, we were giving
I assume that we
people are
can't-
criticizing that we're not on the correct sheets, but we were given an assignment here and we're following it pretty closely.
Well, the action really
Hey,
dictates
we
where
we
go.
have a new friend
There
here,
he is,
Jim
center
Kwan,
guy.
Yeah, the live
one of my
looking from Jim
favorites.
You know, like a 2.
We're still playing with those amazing new stones.
Good evening, curlers. This is Jim Clan doing his radio broadcaster's voice. And reminding you to vote for Jim as the best sweep call in
Yes.
the internet poll.
Yes, Jim, could you give us an example of
Got a
sweep?
curl.
That's not it. It's well.
I can't. Come on. I
It's
can't.
like that. Lean
Just
back.
give
You
it
don't
to
need to
him.
be right on. It's like
Just do it right here. Just go for it.
Every-
Let it rock. Let it shine
Listen,
right now.
let's hear the Jim Clan sweep voice. All right, now. All right,
And if you
Jim,
hit any
come
of
on
these,
over
that's
here,
okay.
not so close to the mic, and give us your. Come on, it's close. This is for all the money.
That's how it's done,
Thank you,
folks.
Jim. All right, so
how it's
yes,
done.
Jim, self-serving. Vote for him in the high school revisit.
The yearbook. It's
The
It's
yearbook.
the curling club yearbook.
I'll tell you, high school was never as good to me as the curling.
And then at the closing party, we're all going to sign each other's yearbooks.
Yes, May 9th, be here.
Yeah, that's good.
Digitally.
I'll be, no, get your ass in-house.
No, I will not be here. It's the home opener of the Chicago
I was
Dogs
just
that night.
wondering if
Oh.
Monica's okay.
The White Sox have a player who used to pitch for the Chicago
Is she
Dogs.
okay with it?
Look where that got him.
Cool, got him to the
Yeah,
White
because
Sox.
The Dogs are as good as the White
Hey,
Sox.
look,
So
that
I
may
always like to
be,
say,
but
go
he
have
gets
you.
paid a lot more money
Yeah,
now.
that's what I was saying. Just have you
That's true.
getting it out
Indeed.
To do a lot less work.
Maybe like point back line half for me.
We all
so-
want to be professional baseball players.
2 and 3 are setting up pretty well here. Let's see what Jonathan has to
Yeah.
say
Yeah,
before
yeah.
we switch over. He's throwing
Okay, yeah,
down.
no worries.
All right, what do we got? Where are we switching to after this? I'll get cute.
I think we're going to do a live look.
Got like
on-
no turns.
Well,
So
1 and 2 are both setting up well. We can just do a quick check-in on both of them as soon as we see
As
what
soon as
this
this
what
comes to
happens
rest,
here.
here.
we'll check in on
And this looks like
Kaylee.
hot and
Some might be a
wide.
little more than that.
Does indeed. Yeah, all right, this watch T sweep.
He's not going to stop
Look
until
at that sweep.
stone
That is
dead.
an amazing sweep. That's
Hey,
how I
run
want to
this,
see
uh,
all
red
skip
back.
sweep.
Which you won't see
Nothing
from
drives
a
me
lot of skips.
nothing drives me more crazy than a lazy skip. You know, and they better be damn good
Normal?
players.
I love to sweep in the house because it keeps you
yeah,
warm.
normal.
Exactly, but it also makes your sweepers happy that
You got to earn your keep.
you're getting stuff out. All right, red sitting 2. Not great
Yeah.
for Kaylee. I need that game to tighten up a little. Let's see, sheet 1.
Yeah.
It's an interesting start.
Let's see. Yeah.
Lorna's got to.
All right, Lorna has to
Gotta
hit
play
that
some
red.
Unfortunately, it's Nate's. They're going to try to guard this.
Try again.
Yeah,
Let's
Hanging
wait.
out a little bit. Should finish fairly well, but I think
Right.
there's going to be a line there. And
well, Lorna has to go for it. You know, hopefully, who's up? Dave Jean. I think if anybody on her team can do it, Dave Jean can. She's calling a different thing than I would. I would go right for that red, yellow. Double off those 2
There's
yellows.
no harm in getting
So,
rid of one of those 2 guards.
Let's make sure
go
we're
ahead and
behind
throw it.
this.
No, but right down the center.
Throw
Right
it down
Oh,
the
it's
center.
so
If he's a
down
little
But
outside and he chips the guard, that's fine.
She's not doing that.
She's not. She's got a different idea.
She's
for
down
it,
by
maybe.
3. Go for the gold, baby.
She might be keeping
But-
that one in her pocket.
She's an amazing. Well, that's not going to be there next end.
Highly unlikely.
But if you've seen her sweep, she sweeps
She is a monster.
fantastic.
I
Absolutely
did
fantastic.
put her down
Same
as
shot?
the best female sweeper. of the
I
club.
would not argue with that. I think I'm damn good, but she puts me to shame.
I think try to get one in here.
I sweep like a girl compared to her.
Just tiny. Just overcurled this last
She's a long line of curlers.
No.
No,
long line of
Tad, it's
sweepers.
okay.
She's,
Yeah, the Sherry clan has been sweeping for.
well, she married into a strong lineage of curlers.
Yeah, I was
she's gonna
disappointed.
teach them
I
how
don't
to
think she
sweep.
should have. I think that was a bad call for her, honestly, and she's better than that. However,
She's just toying with them. In
However,
a year,
Whoa.
it'll be Matt Kagan
Whoa.
in no time.
let's
Yeah,
see what's
girl.
going on here. Yeah, Kaylee needs to get rid of some of those reds. Let's see what sheet 3. Oh, we were right in time for a nice
Just in
little
time
tick.
for a nice little tick.
Not at all
Take
what
a
Red
shot.
wanted, but
Yeah, okay. But I think we still want to be here.
That's
Yeah,
a nice
it's pretty
close
good. It takes
game.
pressure off. They had 2 in
Two
there.
evenly matched,
53.
I think that's
really
right.
good skips, and they have
It's not bad.
both good,
Just hung out
good
there.
supporting cast in the spiel. I like the draw for both
Yeah,
of them.
that's pretty
They
good
both probably
because
deserve to be in the
now
first
we're
event.
But actually, I would like to take a moment
were
and
kind
let's
of in
watch
danger
Missy
there.
slide out with
Try
this
to be on
beautiful
top of us,
jacket that we can all
obviously.
buy.
Oops, Jesus.
All right, you got to give her a second. Yeah, she's getting instructions from Kaylee. And all right, she's in the hack.
Yeah,
But
you
do
wanna be
pay
under the red,
attention.
ideally.
It's got her name on the back. It's got her
You don't have
beautiful
a run back.
tam. It's a nice navy blue with red side panels.
So tell our listeners, Lori, how much does that jacket cost?
It depends how many people order it. So order up. I've got mine on order. Chris has one. I expect to see a lot of them next year. Our
6.
featured sheet.
Albert's delivered,
Albert is
that's
sitting
nice.
pretty.
and he's been an absolute dagger this weekend.
Good
And
finish
this
it
one looks a
behind.
little
but
warm,
no, it's
but it
I mean,
might check
A little
out.
wide.
It might do a little.
Yeah.
That's probably
See?
going to
Right,
get
it's
a
just heavy.
little
Okay, let's
too
try to
deep.
run this one.
All right. So that is not in contention. Okay.
That
so
might be his first miss of the weekend.
I feel like it's
He's been
Probably.
absolutely
We could.
I
satisfying.
think it might be his first miss of his
Yeah.
entire curling
It
career.
very well may be. He's been on
We
fire.
could.
But this
for
is a
years.
really nice close game.
I think if
But
we
I'm not
open it
sure
up,
how
it gives us
T's
a lot of
gonna-
options. And we might even make this shot, right?
Tia's hammer, maybe. Oh, he's looking at the run back. Everybody's favorite.
He does like the run.
The
There is.
14,
Very, very
12
Yeah.
to 14
So let's
foot
be
run back
narrow
is
on it.
everybody's favorite.
I think right here.
Hopefully you make it. If you don't, you maybe clear a guard. The problem is when you just replace it.
I mean, if
With
we
a
are, at
farther
least opens
away
it up, right?
guard. And I don't know if he's.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I think there's enough swing there. He could easily get to shot.
I think just hit it on the nose almost.
I
We
like
wait
it.
for it to be narrow, and if I miss,
I like
the
it.
roll is
He
over
has
here.
to hit it in the right
So probably about
spot.
here with normal.
I mean, shot rocks.
Right there.
You can get there. It's
Yeah, it
it's
is.
a really tall guard, and the ice has been swinging pretty well.
Yeah, I
so.
think like about here. Narrow's
So
okay.
you're
But this is
thinking
fun.
just a straight hit.
Like even if I'm here,
Yeah,
that's
curling
okay.
around.
Like a hack.
In
I
a
like
like
a
a
hack
half
weight.
weight, you
Yeah.
can easily get to that. That
Yeah.
guard's high
I
enough
agree.
up
All right,
there.
that is loser talk. Let's be fun. This is a fun shot. That all, oh, let's draw around and tap
Okay,
it back.
try to
That's
run this one
Well,
back.
what-
So,
the wild
so
thing-
predictable.
Open it up.
The broom placement is interesting for
Hello, darling.
Almost on the
70
nose.
foot run back.
Yeah.
How's the curling?
How's the line?
No, I'm playing tonight. I'm gonna take a hiatus in a minute and get some food. Is it all gone? Is there anything? I don't know. I hope not.
Whoa! Curl! Curl!
18 trays of baked beans. There's like 4 trays of cornbread.
I do have to curl tonight.
I mean,
Okay, that's
He's
fine.
not going to hit the right
Just
angle.
off by a little.
Okay,
He's
good
going to
call.
open it up
Got
nicely,
good
though.
clearance.
But they're just going to put a guard
I
back
put the guard
here.
back, yeah.
Or should.
I think that route
Yeah, maybe
Okay, that's good call. That's good audible.
I think
Really
I'm on one.
straight there. I didn't really get a read the whole end.
Yeah, just going to put it back. Protect the shot.
there's like 18 trays of mac and cheese. There's like 18
guard.
trays of mac and cheese.
Albert slides
Yeah,
down
it's nice.
confidently.
I think when you
He
throw
knows the shot.
takeout,
He's done this.
it's-
a couple
Yeah.
I
times.
think they made a lot of quarters.
Yep, center
All
guard.
right.
It's a nice, easy.
Okay, we'll get away, get out of here without giving up twos.
Protect his lead.
Yeah,
Attack one more on. Put a
I'm
little
fine
more
with
pressure
giving up
on
one.
his arch rival, his nemesis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go get some food. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna lean back away when I'm chewing. So hopefully our many
have to sweep
fans
it
at
over.
home don't hear me chomping away.
Well, let's
Yeah,
get a review
yeah,
of the food.
gotta go.
because that's important.
And then we can review
Doesn't
the
matter
food.
where we are.
I'm sure it's excellent. Thank you to everybody who brought
I'm
stuff.
going to need some food, too.
I brought a dessert.
Yeah, I got
What'd
it.
you bring?
The Congo bars.
Oh, it does
Who
matter.
doesn't love a good Congo?
I don't know.
Okay,
Well, I hate to say it.
I think we got it.
Rather thoroughly
think we
missed
got
his
it.
guard.
It's close.
It's unlike him,
Yeah, we're
especially this
good. Just
weekend.
no
He
sit
was,
now, yeah.
He's been due for a couple misses.
It doesn't.
When
I'm
the
just gonna throw
opportune
board
time
control.
Another back.
gives
Yeah.
he an opening here.
Yeah.
He now knows it's
Now-
wide open.
Granted, it's only an opening for one, unless he
Okay,
makes
just
a
board control.
rather unusual double.
Runs pretty straight.
He's not tied up to go into the sixth. It's pretty
Yeah.
good.
That was his
Can't
back.
put too much pressure on himself. Just take the one. and go to the
Basic,
next
basic hit and
Have to
stick.
get me to like 3.
He's done this 1,000 times before.
Only 2, like, because out here it just dies.
Comes out. Nice rotation. They're on it quick. A little concern for an over curl.
Yes!
They should be concerned. This one's going to be tight to that guard. They're calling him off right now. It looks pretty good. Stay close. This is going to be a great shot. There's the hit.
Very
There's
nice.
the stick, exactly like they drew it
It
up.
doesn't matter.
Then we're going to get 2 out of that one
The other
very
one's
easily.
back out.
But they're looking, just in case.
Good shot.
Dang,
Throw slow
waiting
enough.
for them to hang it. The overhead's a little deceiving when it comes to close shots here.
Okay, in.
Liz is reaching in, and she's hanging a 1. So we are tied up coming into the 6th end. T wants
Short's
it
okay.
in. Would love to tell you I'm going to change this. That's not it. Here we go.
Okay, line's good.
Here's both ends for a minute. We'll take a look and watch some very elegant slides and some interesting sweeping.
Okay.
Brodo's holding this line. Weight looks pretty good.
Okay,
Jump
good
over
seat.
to sheet 1
Yeah,
real
thanks.
quick and see what
Shot.
Lorna's got to say.
Just gun control.
She's coming in, sweeping hard. Looks a little light. I'm not really sure what they're trying to go for here, but it's not going to be what they wanted unless they're just protecting from from the hammer. So
It's really
Nate's
light.
got to figure out how he's going to get 1.
Okay, same shot.
Yeah, I don't know what
He's
happened.
got a
Little
3-point
little
lead
bumps,
going
okay?
into this, so even giving up 1's not the end of the world here. Get Hammer coming back home in the 6th.
Here comes Kaylee's
See what
last shot on
happens.
sheet 2.
We'll jump over to sheet 2.
Kaylee's trying to come around and bump that red out and get at least 2 yellows. That would certainly get her moving in the right direction.
It's not easy with that yellow on the top of the 8.
Nope, but it's
She can do
definitely
Okay.
there.
Yeah, keep coming.
With the ice we've got, due to the fantastic work of
Yeah,
Ryan
keep
Murphy,
coming.
they're on it quick.
Nice.
Mary
Good
can
sweeps,
sweep
guys.
the devil
Shot.
out of this one.
Plenty of curl.
Hope they can get it around.
Just normal.
They've been on it early.
Yeah, there's crap under that
They're
rock,
going to get around
so
this
don't
guard.
adjust too much.
It's not going to get around. And there's the tick. It was
So
right to get on
another
it early, but yeah, they're just missing by hairs here. Hairs.
Yep.
And this is coming in for a
Whoa. Now it's curled all of a sudden.
little hit. Separate these at the very least. If we can get 1 or 2, great. And they do get rid of 1.
Rolled that
all the mics are out there. Are any of them feeding?
Can't hear them through here, but we did get a report from a viewer that they are mic'd up and are
good.
audible.
And which sheet is the
3 is the feature.
3 is
the
the
one we're on
feature.
right now. Which these 2 houses are brought to you by the Chicago Curling Club here in Northbrook, Illinois, and the window guy, Russ Armstrong, who is
Army.
not with us this weekend. He's got
Yeah,
some
line.
other stuff going on, but appreciate the support. Hopefully we can put a couple rocks right
Yeah,
on his
just
dumb
come right
face this
in.
weekend.
Come right
and,
in.
have some good draws.
Okay, whoa there. Whoa. Yeah, as far as you can.
Roberto's
As far as you
throwing this
can.
one
Yeah,
in
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Looks like it reversed.
It did reverse.
Hey.
It was a light handle. It's going to be just biting out there, and I think Albert's going to ignore that one. He's going to go for Shy Rock, which maybe get a little roll underneath, or not. Meredith has been playing extremely well this Bonds Mill. She has a rather
Typically-
unconventional viewing slide. But
Yep,
man, she's
yep,
throwing darts.
sweet!
She's typically very solid. You can count on her.
This one's curling early, very early. It's really
Sweet!
swinging.
Going for the over curl might actually work to advantage.
It's actually going to overcurl and
Will they get a bump?
maybe get a bump into the
Not doing much.
You kind of didn't
Not
want to
quite
bury
shot
it
rock.
too much.
Hit.
Not terrible. Now T's going to immediately call to get rid of this one, which is correct. Bruno's from a long line of curlers throughout Spain and Mexico.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
very
hard.
comfortable with these situations, these high-pressure games. Weight looks nice.
Okay, whoa.
They're sweeping for line.
Nice control.
His little roll's going to be fine. They're off of it.
Shot.
And let this one grab and just roll right on and freeze too. That's a great shot.
Does set up a double
What a
for.
shot, though.
It's pretty tight though.
Normal.
Triple's always there.
I think a nose hit gets the
Get a
double
chance to
right
guard
there.
here.
It leaves the yellow
locked on pretty
exposed, of
good.
course, but we'll see what happens. Looks like that's the shot he's
Yep.
called.
Yep.
They're the
Yes!
This
Sweet!
is going to overcurl as well.
Sure, certainly is.
Ah, it's
Looks
Wow,
like
that grabs something.
Whoa.
That's just out of control.
It's gone.
That one's going to the wings.
It's just, I don't know
I
what the
was
hell.
trying to get him to stop
Did it hit
sweeping, but these
something?
dedicated
Hey, like
athletes
right here.
will not
Just
quit.
turn.
Take the broom out of their hands is the only way you're going to get them.
Even
to
It's
here,
stop.
it's
always
fine.
frustrating when that happens to a rock that looks good coming out, and then boom, it just takes off.
It's part of the game. It's the.
I had that
risk
happen
you
this
take with
morning
every
against
shoot.
Peterson. We had a nice controlled take, and it hit a piece of glue that had popped off, I think, somebody's broom. It was this big square piece of glue, and that was it.
Wow.
I'm shouting pretty loud at this point.
But the
Yeah,
end of the
line,
game
line.
went in your favor. So
It did.
That's
Well,
really what we're playing for.
Okay, line's
Matt
good.
and I
Whoa,
both
wait on me.
tried very hard to lose the game. He just tried a little harder than I did, and I can honestly
Yeah,
tell
yeah, it
you
looks
that
like we're
I
to
did
it.
not win that game.
Yeah. Get a little whip off this red if you can.
All right, so we're just piling them in here.
Close.
Good
Yeah,
guard.
yeah, yeah.
Very nice guard.
Okay,
Sitting
good.
4 now.
Okay, good speed.
It's about as good as you can be.
I'll hit something. Normal.
They're going to throw some heat at something, and really at this
Normal.
point, it doesn't matter what you
Just make a bunch of rocks go
Just
away.
get rid of some stuff. Jonathan can throw. He's got plenty of leg.
Yep.
Coming
Yeah.
in.
Sweet.
He's got a curl. They're sweeping. Now, Albert has
Whoa.
apparently adapted the
Whoa.
bogey waggle for the sweep call with his hands, which is very effective. All right, that breaks things up. That gives some separation. That's not a terrible result.
He actually left the yellow shooter in the house, which could prove useful later.
They do have hammers, so
Yeah.
it never hurts to have rocks in play.
Meanwhile, on sheet 1, Kaylee actually has shot rock for a change. It's exposed. She's looking. It looks like she's looking to maybe remove some rocks.
Okay, line's good.
We'll jump over to sheet 2 since we're just putting the guard up here. Gregory's
It's
throwing.
definitely a take of some kind.
He's got some heat. And it is.
Curling a bit more than
It's
I think
moving.
she
Okay, play the
would.
tap.
I
Yeah,
think
line.
he might have handled that one a little bit.
Yeah, play the tap.
All right.
Tap it.
Well, it opens things up a little bit, but it still leaves her shot rock
Yeah, that's
exposed.
good. Okay, that's fine.
So on sheet 3, this was a touch warm. The guard came in, but they're just piling them on, so
Okay.
that's okay.
Normal. You can get a triple.
Albert's going for another hit here, and Jonathan's going to deliver.
Steve.
And he's a little outside because they're calling for a curl sweep, and that's really hanging out. And he might have just missed
He
that.
may have given it a
At
little
least
push.
one.
And yeah, he jostles things around.
Okay,
It's
just
not the
guard.
worst thing in the world. It's
Think
set up
about
some other
here.
stuff here, but that was not what we wanted.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
Meanwhile, the Bishop
Albert's-
is trying to remove the shot rock on sheet 2. And it looks
Yeah, like pretty tight.
Albert's
I think
cool.
as tight as we can get it, like here.
Show his frustration.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, but they accomplished their goal.
So, you know.
Okay, just center guard.
Setting up to be a lot of
Yeah, I'd
problems
like
for
to.
Albert
I
on this
think
one.
he's
He's going to be
tight,
feeling
then he
pretty
has
good.
a tougher
I was
drop.
hoping for one more hit to just at least get him out of the.
All right, team.
And when you're throwing skip
think like
guards,
a
it's really where
95.
you want to be.
It's a good problem to have.
Well, let's see. Let's do a
Now, there's
75.
plenty of
Now
opportunity
it's
for
the
Albert
top
in this
12.
end still. He can draw either
So
side.
yeah, like 85, 90.
There's a lot
Okay.
open. You can only cover so much.
Now we get
And
to
he
find
might
out
just
what
be
he's gonna
going
cover.
for a draw.
Yeah, then can't hurt it. Line.
They're on it.
It's a touch light. I think it's going to wind up being a guard.
They're on it. They're calling him
Maybe
He's
not.
still on it. Asking for a little bit of a curl. It's definitely going to be a guard. A biting one, but they're going to keep stacking them in here.
Yeah, a little short of the house, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's good. Good seats. That's really nice. Yeah, okay, yeah, he's just got
Makes
the
that
button
upper
now.
stuff a little more confusing. He's going to go for the
Totally
draw.
Christmas tree diamond. Crazy.
Give himself 2 of the same shots.
He hits that,
Good call.
he's going to roll out. Nice
Meanwhile,
call.
on sheet 2, Kaylee
I don't know. I think
has got
Yeah,
another
practice
shot
shot
rock
anyway.
in the house, a little bit more guarded than the last one.
I
It's
love
not
it. Christmas
unreachable.
tree is like the most
And it looks like they're going to try and reach it.
setup. Yeah. We're
all right,
big-
got to be on the 4 foot.
Yeah, yeah. But there's a lot of times like I don't even put up.
Howard's getting prepped here. He's very meticulous. Cleans the rock, cleans the ice.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I like it.
Slides out very elegantly. Beautiful form.
Kaylee got a break on sheet 2.
Yeah, go ahead.
They're sweeping early.
Switch.
I don't think it's for line as much as it is for weight.
The only bad thing about the real trees is it seems
Yes.
but I like this one.
Got to go
the
for
curl
weight.
now. And this one's coming in fairly nicely, but it's going to be wide
really?
open.
But it's currently shot rock.
It is
All right.
shot
We're
rock.
right on the burn.
Yeah.
Just being a little
Hitting
conservative.
Yeah,
kind
this
of
is where
just
T
sit right
gets
on it.
paid. He's a sniper. He's an assassin.
Ooh, I can
Should
only
be,
see
it should be
3
child's play.
quarters.
And it'll
Yeah, like
protect
even
that side
board.
of the house.
Yeah. Little wide
Draw,
is
so Auld will pretty much have
yeah,
to
little
on the
wide's
other
okay.
side.
Even if we chip it and come here, that's fine.
Also a killer.
Yeah.
He should be up to the challenge.
Yeah. Actually, I can see all of it.
Kaylee's
Little
attempt at
tighter,
putting a second
little heavy board.
shot
Yeah.
in is just a hair
Heavy
short.
board control. Okay,
Liz
just
is
try to
calling
hit
for
and
hack
kinda
weight, it looks like.
sit right on it.
Tight room for hack.
Yeah,
We're gonna
board
be sweeping
control.
This one pretty early if he does in fact throw a hack. It's gonna be. The hit and stick is fine. The hit and roll's fine too. The hit and stick takes away another draw. So he's coming out. Plenty of weight. Looks a little hot.
Yeah, that looks like at least board weight.
But they're on it. So the line
Curl.
must be-
Control.
and they're off. Now they're asking for curl. It's really hanging out there. And it is going to go right. Oh, wow. And that gives Albert
All right, same shot.
the draw
Okay,
for
sorry,
either
guys.
side. And this is that was an unfortunate situation. And usually T's not going to miss
What?
that kind of shot. He's an absolute
Oh,
sniper.
yeah.
Hung, eh?
Now
It's
up
not
to
all
Albert.
over for T, though. He could.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
Pretty
it's
good.
light,
It's
feel free to
Those
sweep.
reds that
Like,
are lined
it's
up
fine.
to,
Now
It's
this
got to
is
be in the
hammer.
4 foot,
Oh,
just like
this
the
is
last
hammer.
one was.
Yeah,
Albert's,
it moved a
Albert's
little.
not paying
final
enough
say in
attention.
this
All right.
thing.
Yeah, it started
uh,
moving a bit.
He just threw
I
it.
just
Yep.
didn't move.
He's got a little backing.
Just needs a touch more weight than he threw the last time.
Okay.
He's just got to get around that top one, and he should be fine.
Brutal.
Half a rock on the 4 foot is going to give a 2-pointer, which has not happened since
Go ahead.
the first couple of lines here.
He's sweeping early. Is it for line or is it for weight? That's the
I
question.
think
Careful.
it's just for
Looks like it's
for
heavier.
weight. And it's got plenty at this point.
All right.
Oh no, it's
yeah.
a little light. It really just checked
Come
up.
on, bring it. They're gonna.
And that's not going to
Sorry,
make
Just a
it.
bit short.
Wow,
Sorry,
that's
guys. my
Oh, well.
bad there.
That's an
You got the
unfortunate.
one.
And that's really the grind here. We're talking game 3. These two killers are starting to feel the pressure. They're feeling the fatigue.
As a thanks, Steve, for keeping my seat warm. I had
You
a
did
lovely
indeed.
dinner. Jimmy did a fantastic job on the smoked pork. There are sides. So many.
How's the pork situation?
There's plenty. There's a lot of food left of every every sort.
Every sort.
Yeah. We can have 3 more potlucks.
Well,
Center
I
guard.
did not contribute to the potluck, knowing that traditionally here, the support has been tremendous. And
I
decided we
made a
don't
dessert.
need more
I made a
leftovers.
dessert this morning since I brought my niece along for a free meal. So
Well, that's a good trade.
On its own.
I thought so.
Oh,
I
it's
thought if
out.
she walked in with my name tag, my sweatshirt, and a handful of
She's going to go
Kung
far at
bars.
this club with that kind of street cred.
Probably it's through, but it's heavy.
And thankfully, she doesn't drink like a rat, so it's okay.
Yeah, it is.
guess we should do a live look-in over here on sheet 4.
over here.
Since
Absolutely.
that's the only thing left kicking around at the moment while these setups are happening. And that beautiful, beautiful sheet is got some rocks in play.
It does, and it's really tight.
Okay, line's good. Yeah, can't hurt it.
Brad Castrop, long line of curlers.
Is he mustache 1 or mustache 2?
He's I'm gonna
Yeah,
I
he's
must
coming.
ask you a question.
I would reply that he's stash 1 because that thing
Okay,
is
good
glorious.
speed. Yeah, that's good. Okay, shot.
Where is
Center
this
guard.
Up Down cigar located?
1550 North Wells, right in Old Town, Chicago.
Oh, all
Just
right.
north of downtown.
Okay, easy to get to, I'm
Oh,
sure. How's
just-
the parking situation around there?
Free for 20 minutes or
Perfect.
$14 for all day. It's
Wow.
actually
Yeah.
a steal
That
for,
is a steal.
considering we're in the
Yeah.
central business
Think
district.
so.
Well, in 20 minutes, I bet you could stretch that to 25 if you're having a great time.
like a
Sure.
lot.
And if you know the right people, we can stretch it out to about 40 as long as we just go and talk to our guys in the valley a
Just
lot.
wanted to make sure.
Perfect.
Just enough time for a good Corona or Robusto if you're a quick smoker.
Oh, you have a liquor license too?
We don't, but you can bring your own. So
That sounds
you can carry in all the bottles of Prosecco you can handle.
lovely. That was a really nice
That was
shot
a
over
great
there on
shot.
sheet
That
4.
was a
So
great shot.
looks to me like red sitting 1,
With
yellow
a lot of
second.
options.
Yes. So Scotty needs to figure out how to chip that out without jamming on his yellow.
It's Auld lang syne. You got to go for that chip
I
out.
think really you need
And
to go
Okay, nice
for-
shot. Good judge,
to
guys.
score as well.
That's also important. This broom is interesting. I'm not really sure what's
yeah,
going on here.
Maybe he's going for the perfect
Palm
button
down.
draw. This is his first.
So he could be
So
just
if he
doing
corner,
a nice little setup.
if
'cause
he
he does
corner
corner
freezes,
freeze,
but if he corner freezes and they put up a good guard, then where are you?
he's in a tight spot. That's where he is.
So I say get rid of it while you can.
I would follow that advice.
Whoa. It's got lots.
Sheet 2 is on.
I think it's like a 10.
Stones.
Near.
If we're
All
lucky.
right, we have Aaron coming in trying to cut down Kaylee's 3, but oh boy.
Wow.
Go, 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 go,
She's
go.
gonna sweep hard, and it is.
Jeez. Well,
Wow. That is a
All
hell
right.
of a shot.
but I think Kaylee can get to it. You know, I
Okay,
think
same
It's
shot.
definitely open.
I think it's open enough that.
But she's not even looking at it yet. I think.
Well, that's what the vice is for. No, I think she was checking to see what the situation is.
Yeah.
Because you really need to know, is this actually hammer?
That's an important step.
Because
Part of the
sometimes
process.
you're sitting there as vice and the skip's talking about some fancy thing and it's like, no,
Yeah, line.
You gotta
hey,
remind them.
this is
there's
hammer.
one shot.
This
Come to the yellow
is
one.
it.
It's all or nothing here.
Exactly. So
Oh,
it looks wide open.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
the
then, yeah.
sixth.
I
You-
Yeah,
think
hard,
this would
hard
be
line,
an
hard
easy
line.
take
You gotta hit
for
this one.
probably
Yeah, hard
3.
line then, yeah.
Definitely 2, maybe 3 if you stick.
And it's plenty
Okay,
exposed
shot.
with this ice. It's very swingy.
All right, same thing.
And Kaylee needs a nice big end too.
And they're
And
on
she
it. And they're on it
deserves.
quickly.
She deserves a nice big end.
They're on it very quickly.
It's all right, Gregory earning his money, earning his
sweeping the
money.
devil
Come
out of
on,
this one.
come
And they're
on,
safe
come on.
now. They
I
can
like
get
it.
off
I
of
like it. Yeah,
Okay.
but stop.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's good. That's
Alright.
good. Oh
You
no.
get a center guard out of it, it's
It's
good.
1.
Whoa. Well, yeah.
Saying
I
3.
think it's starting to
I
curl
would
that
wait
way.
until they hang it.
I lost it.
All right. Well, Gregory was there.
Yeah, Gregory's also full of shit.
Oh my God, I don't know.
The opinions of the male broadcaster is not necessarily the opinions of the club or me.
Well, you've met Gregory before, so.
I'm so happy to have Gregory back from the great
It is really
the
nice
great
to have him back.
outdoors.
It's good to have.
He was out in the wilderness for a couple years, and now he's back in civilization. I think he enjoyed his time, but
He is the happiest, miserable person I've ever met, and I absolutely love the guy.
I must say there was a big debate about his haircut. So
The mohawk.
I like the shorter hair. A lot of people miss the flowing locks he had previously.
Well, I don't miss having to wear a wig to look like him, so I like his
Okay.
current hair quite a bit.
All you need is a hat.
So it's
All right.
All right, Albert, sit in one.
working on some
Up
stuff.
one, sit in one.
we're gonna jump over to 4 as
Absolutely,
it's
brilliant.
Scotty's hammer shot here. It looks like.
I know, I kind of like splitting, but
Well, it's his
yeah,
shot.
you can do the center guard.
Looks like Ryan's gonna have the last say in this one.
Right, yeah, that's
So let's see what.
not great news for Scotty.
It's not. It's positioning's kind of rough.
Yeah, we'll try to get rid of these. Yep. You might get a
If he gets a piece of it, 4 draws down to his back, it's going to put some pressure on Murph.
red. 6-10, you need a banana.
Yeah, on its own.
Yeah, you need a banana.
On its own.
Yeah.
It's over curling.
C3, you're just missing a little, just a little draw here, maybe a guard, and it really just took a jump and cut in. So I think it's definitely not doing what they wanted it to. It's kind of a waste of a shot, so I'm glad we're not watching that.
Take control.
Featured sheets, metered sheet. Say that 3 times fast, Phil.
I don't think I'd say it once. So this one's coming in.
Oh,
They're on it.
oh,
They're sweeping the devil out of it.
Come on, don't. No,
Oh,
no. Keep going.
Now they're just going to guard the draw, and Murph immediately says, well, we got the other side.
Yeah, oh boy.
Whoa.
The line was really sweet on that.
It was
Just a
really, really nice.
little more weight.
They're sizing things up.
Okay, well,
All right, so do you think the Iceman can make a perfect draw?
okay.
I think he's capable.
Got
Do you think he will?
He's
though?
got a new broom wrap going on here, and I'm not sure if that's going to help him or hurt him, but it's
Take
still the
this.
first event, so it's working so
Roll one
far.
way or the other.
So is that the same broom, just with a new wrap,
I,
or is it?
I don't know.
How does that work?
Well, when you're using that style, it's really it's a nuanced situation because the tape's going to have a different weight.
Absolutely.
You're going to have to figure out how it's going to glide. The ballast changes, so
Whoa.
he might be just really taking advantage of letting Syne try out this new equipment and get a feel.
Well, I know that Allison is really hoping he'll make the perfect
Too much
shot. She loves more games are better.
okay, draw here.
More
And
games,
this one
more
looks
curling.
like it really checked up at the end here. That fresh line got the better of him, and it's not going to do anything important.
Yeah.
How many people are listening to you?
People, ones. We have ones.
One person?
All
I
of
don't-
them.
I'm going to look. I'm going to tell you.
Tell them to send comments and you'll
Hey,
let
line's
us know what
good.
they are.
Oh, there are comments?
Yeah, line.
Let us know if any of them are
Oh, line's
anything we
good.
want to
Yeah,
hear.
line.
Are you doing Murphy Meyer?
Okay, line's good.
We're
Well, wait on
mostly
me.
no. Right now we're on Murphy Meyer. We're also
Well,
the
we just
featured
doing a live
sheet
look in on
is
Lips and Bond. Back to
Lips
the
and
two
Bond
assassins.
is the featured sheet.
Oh, wait. Yes. Okay, there's people talking about you.
We're getting some
Darla
feedback here.
Phil,
Folks.
yes, we can hear the skips on the screen.
That's good.
Yeah, it's on the line.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. Anything since
Draw
then?
here or you draw here.
That's
So
that's
if
too
you
riveting.
want to send comments, Carrie Godchild will relay them to your broadcasting team.
Probably like a 7.
Deanette wants to say something. Deanette has a comment.
I'm here to check on the drink count. You
Uh,
have less than 2 hours, my lady.
I'm okay because I'm halfway through my second, and that's I'm going to limit myself so that I can play.
Priorities.
I want to make sure Deanette has as much fun this weekend as possible, and I think if we win or not lose because of me,
Gonna try and
that's
make a draw.
fun.
I'll count
I
that.
guarantee they're not going to lose because of you.
As long-
Sounds like a plan.
So no, I'm glad my team's checking up on me. They know me that my game will deteriorate with the increasing numbers.
That's right.
Now that is a caring front end. That make sure that you have
You're
enough
hydrated.
that you have enough prosecco, but not too much prosecco. And I will note that Wilson Godchild is not sitting with his lovely wife.
Knocks it away.
We're going to work
Try to
through
split
it.
things away.
It's on the red.
They'll
ready
be
to roll.
okay after he spends a night or two
Ready to
in the
draw?
In
woods.
the barn. Yep.
So Brooke's young. She'll recover
She'll be
quicker. she'll bounce back quicker.
Okay, another one in the pile.
But yeah, so for anybody who saw the murder
just
this
be like
morning,
full 8 so that we're third shot.
Yeah, there's also there.
it's over.
wide's
It's
okay.
over.
Like me.
It's
I
already
was giving
forgotten.
everybody here, but I don't
It's
really
already
their lines
forgotten.
were-
All right, we got games out here like you wouldn't believe.
I don't think so.
All right, T is currently sitting
I don't
2.
know, the line was like so.
Has hammer and is hoping to
Okay,
block Lipson from sending
still
anything into
more
the
wide's
house.
okay here. That's true. Yeah.
He does. He's looking good. All right, I'm gonna pop into sheet 2, see what Kaylee's up against.
Yeah, I
All
think
right,
a little
it's
more
an uphill
lift.
slog. She's got
Okay,
one.
just draw like right here, full 8.
Missy's delivering a lovely stone
I think
right
like in this
now.
draw, right? No,
But look
we
at
wanna-
that
we wanna be
jacket.
in
When you
there.
get a chance, check out Missy's jacket. I think everybody should own one.
Yeah, no guard. We just try to get full 8. Yeah, I think like an 8.
They've already have 7 orders. We need like 16 to get the big price discount, so don't wait too long. Oh, look at Missy putting a beautiful, just past T. I love it. Kaylee is now sitting 2.
Sorry, how do you get that jacket?
Online, on our website, on Facebook. If you're in the club, there's a QR code on the bar. Talk to me. Come talk to me. We can have a drink, and I'll discuss the whole process with you.
Look at this lovely garden, Gloria.
All right.
Good catch, guys. That's really nice.
Look at that.
Okay, so I
But wait,
think.
there's more.
Wait.
Okay, good
Shoot.
call.
Wait. Okay, Jimmy Bones.
He'd ask me
Jimmy.
what I got there.
Where are we? Far.
Roberto.
All right.
The question is who
Roberto.
throw the double or the
Roberto.
white.
We're gonna watch
What'd you get there?
Jimmy Bones coming in with the
Or you
red,
can
a
throw the
little bit
right.
wide, and it's not going to do them any good. Jimmy Beans
All right,
is
this is
on
kinda worried about sitting out
sheet
here.
2. All right,
But
sheet
this
3.
little lead, we're kinda
Yeah.
screwed.
It's
Albert's
70.
still
think
thinking.
that's
Let's see
it.
what sheet 1. Sheet 1.
Yeah.
Nate and Lorna are tied.
Even now.
All right, Nate's sitting 2 and then trying to put up a guard. If he
Yeah.
doesn't get it there, I think Lorna's going to go for the
It's
double.
okay.
That's right.
All right,
But,
what else
I
we
mean,
got?
Yeah, even if we go in the pile, he's got to check.
Oh, that jam is
And if he
fine.
doesn't, he's still like give us yellow and give us like a
Well, I
blood.
tried very hard.
Yeah, we're hoping for warm draws on all of the sheets. Currently sheet 1 is tied. I said sheet 1 is tied.
Best off.
People are listening in the warm room.
Count this
So they're
and that.
all right.
But it wasn't because we were.
All right, Jimmy Bones is throwing something over on sheet 2.
Yeah, you have to come this way. You gotta hit his nose.
I don't like it. Oh, I do like it.
Through.
So let's see.
There is.
Oh, nice shot for Jimmy. All right, he moved everything around.
Center line, it's fine.
All right, that changed that landscape.
They're only down by 2.
All right,
I'm putting all my
let's see what she
marbles
won.
in a ring.
We've got something coming in hot.
Not a lot of good options here. She made a really good shot.
All right, the port's
Yeah,
there.
yellow
I don't.
pocket,
Is
basically.
there
You
enough
wanna
weight
hit
there?
yellow.
Sweeping like nobody's business, and I think another double. Yes, very nice. All right, all right, they're still standing around on sheet 3. Sheet 4, they're clearing stuff. All right,
Yes.
we got something coming in.
Careful. Whoa.
All right, Albert trying to get rid of that red.
Looks like he might.
I think he's
Oh,
going to hit that yellow. Oh! All right, for the junk point. All right.
I didn't even see that. But
T has hammer, so we'll see what he's going to come up with.
Which one is shot rock? Is it yellow or is it red?
it is.
I think it's red. But let's see what sheet
makes a big
2's
difference.
doing.
Looks like Kaylee's drawing in.
I mean, we couldn't have hit it better.
I think it is us, but it's very close.
Yeah,
I
wait a
don't even
second.
know.
Exactly. Don't give up more than 2.
All right, yellow had a really nice draw there.
I think we
This
tried to
looks
tap
like
it. Yeah? just to make sure.
I think it's yellow.
It's red.
Yeah.
With the
And then we
graphics,
might
it's
even
hard to
just
tell.
split too,
I
right?
think yellow, but I
That's
wouldn't be
tough, 'cause
surprised
if we
it's
do
red.
that, we'll hit this, and it'll
But
get
T
closer.
wants more than one, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I say
Yeah.
yellow.
Yeah, it's
Got
gonna
to put my
jam.
glasses on for that one.
Steve Bergman wants to
think so.
agree with Laurie,
Yeah.
as everyone does.
Even the miss is
She's very
narrow, I
agreeable.
think. If we're wide, we're gonna tap down, right?
All right.
Extra cars?
Yeah, exactly.
Need to buy it?
Like almost hit it on the nose here.
You don't know.
All right, let's see.
Okay.
Aaron Visser trying
I mean, I
to
could fully
give
draw it,
Kaylee a
but that's
headache by
tougher,
taking out
yeah.
her yellow.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going
let's see. What do you really? If you think that that's us, we're drawing.
Whoa, be perfect.
I won't say anything.
All right, I think she can get to it, but it's not obvious.
Okay,
She's
let's
still
tap.
thinking.
That's
I hear he
tough.
does a lot of that.
Even all these cards are in the way.
Wow, this
Yeah, that's
this
the only
house
way we
seems
could
to have
get there.
changed
And then I don't know the
drastically
speed
since
because
the
we
last
haven't been
time we
over there in a
checked.
while. Yeah.
All right, Nate needs probably
Just like
a hack. Oh, unless
back
he's running
8.
that yellow in.
Yeah, back 12.
I don't know. That's a tight room.
Think a little
for what I
less.
don't see as
Narrow's
being
okay.
important.
Yeah.
Well, there is a port there.
Back 12.
It's just barely a port.
Probably like a 60.
Well,
We just
I
tap
don't
our
know.
red.
Be interesting
I
to
think
see what
they're
he's
shot.
thinking.
So, yeah.
Now see what kind of weight he throws.
60.
Like the inside out.
So that's
Well,
some
he
pretty
has-
solid weight.
Yes, Lisa Schultz and Igul
He may be trying to
sweeping for him.
maybe trying to run back his yellow into the red.
I think it must be, but
Let's see what happens. It's not curling as much as I think he'd want.
or at all.
Yeah.
All right, cleared that out. Good for Lorna.
All right, T has delivered a stone. Let's jump to 3.
Red is sitting. All right, sheet 3.
All right. Is he going to make it to that yellow that we think is shot?
I think he's trying to do something different.
Or maybe drive that red into the yellow? Ooh. It looks like he got it. He got one.
Well, is it 1 or 2? That yellow-red combo,
Yeah.
depending on the graphics, could go either way. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't measure.
And the verdict
And
is going
honestly, if
to
I was
be
right, and it's not my color, I'm getting the measure.
That's close.
I think they're going to measure.
I think
They're going to measure.
All right.
Don't put the broom down.
Yeah.
Don't touch.
By a very, very close.
Let's
But I
see.
think we
Sheet
have
2.
quite a bit. Sure.
Yeah, once you go for the measure, if anything touches the stones, the offended party gets it. So if it's your broom that hits a stone, I win. Oh, no. Plenty. Just that's the logic.
Are you saying you're offended?
Right. Yeah. So when you're measuring, do not put your broom down to kind of delineate which stones are going to be measured.
All right, Kaylee's trying to bump her yellow up on sheet 2, and that's.
Sweep.
Will it go? Will it go? Will it go? Oh.
Odd enough. All right. They're still measuring. Sheet 1. Ooh, red. Red sitting 3. That would be Lorna. So Nate's going to try to, I don't know what he's, perfect draw, or is he going to try to get rid of stuff? He does have hammer, so he's got 2 chances.
Okay, same shot in the house. Light's okay.
What was it?
All
Same
right.
as before. In the house, lights okay.
So the measure was 2 red, so that's why it's important to not listen to the people in the warm room. We can't see it very clearly. And don't ever be afraid to measure.
I always say, when in doubt,
Okay,
measure.
good. Yeah.
Just measure if you want a delay of game. All right, Nate has sent in a yellow down.
Yeah, as far as you can. Yeah, switch. Okay, really nice. Yeah, that's
Oh,
really
he's trying for the draw, and I just don't know if he has enough weight to... Oh, all
so
right.
close.
That's 3 for Lorna, taking a nice lead in the 7th end. All right, sheet 2 far. They settled something out. 3 far, they're... Sheet 4 far.
Whoa, try to hog.
Red is
Yeah, hog if you
sitting, I
can.
think, 3. So Murphy's putting the hurt on Scott Meyer.
I'll do that.
Good stuff.
Okay, in the house.
We have some
lights
guards and
okay.
stuff going up on sheets 2 and 3.
Come this way. Other way.
The skips in the warm room are killing it. They're not missing a shot.
We never do. Just ask us.
Okay, line. Yeah, line.
Who makes no mistakes? Everyone behind the glass.
That's right.
Yeah, get it over. We'll use it.
All right, they're doing a lot
over
of
now.
thinking over there on sheet 4.
Over now. That's good. Okay,
We have
good
some
shot.
very nice guards going up on sheet 2. Monica's put up 2 nice center guards for red on sheet 3.
And on sheet 2, Kaylee has an uphill battle. She's got to score at least 4
Yep.
just to stay in
He
it.
does.
Look how good that is.
Oh, Carrie Gottschalk sitting with the red 1 on.
Hog's gonna be great, but I don't think so.
Is that sheet 3? What sheet are you playing? Holy cow, she has a... How the hell did she get 100 singles?
Good job, Sweepers.
All right, Carrie's going to the strip joint after curling tonight if she doesn't lose it all on the betting that's going on here. All right, Scotty has finally thrown a stone. I know you were all taking a nap. I don't think it's going to do what he wants.
Yeah,
Now, if she misses the strip joint, then Wilson might be working overtime tonight.
Well, Wilson's got to be busy sleeping in the yard, so I don't know.
Okay, good shot.
Yes, look at it.
Good shot.
There's a lot of stones to go before Carrie wins on her 1 red.
Shot.
Try to draw in.
Everybody's bending over, picking up mysterious gunk off the ice.
Weight looks good. Careful. Okay, wait for it then. Yep. Hard all the way now.
Oh, shoot. No, it's too late. Too late.
Now counter.
It's too late.
Really close.
Dope thief!
Hey!
Okay, right here.
I think it's still red.
No, it's
Actually, draw to this.
All right, well, sheet 3 is our best bet at a time.
It's yellow.
Two. Extra curling.
We got time. We're going to draw around that. We're going to draw. Let's go, Roberta.
it's been a fun little ride.
I know. We know. We're trying to watch.
All right. I'm
Mine's
going to
good.
leave you in Steve's capable hands because I'm playing at 8:15
Oh, wait,
and I want to go get my shoes on and
Yeah,
get
yeah,
mentally prepared.
line.
All right.
Line.
Have another half glass of wine.
Yeah,
That'll help.
all the way. Yeah,
That's
both
good.
sides.
Thank you. I'm going to save the celebration for after.
Shot.
All righty.
Okay, good sweep.
So,
Okay, we're sitting one.
red is in the position right now, but exposed. Albert's ready to simply bump him right out. That's the plan.
We're just trying to guard the whole way. Yeah.
And let's bounce over to sheet 2 for a moment. Sheet 2 near.
You try, but I think it's gone.
Kaylee's rock, guard rock was just moved over.
It's not gonna matter.
She's exposed. She needs to have at least 4. She's got to win 4
Hey, right here.
to stay in this game.
Light's okay.
Is Kaylee the red?
Bump right back to sheet 3.
Oh, no. It wasn't close.
All right, so T's going to go to bump that red shot rock out. Oh no, I take it back. T wants to keep those reds. He's red. What am I thinking?
Yeah, line.
All right, and the release, I am.
Whoa, line's good.
It's not my time, I'm just here.
Are we live?
Whoa.
No, we live.
All right, throwing up a nice guard. Over
Yeah,
the hog,
good.
looking
Shot.
pretty good. It's going to be a good long to mid guard protecting that exposed red rock. Albert's still
has that
potentially
deal.
got a shot at it, but it's not going to be easy.
Normal.
While he's thinking about that, let's look at sheet number 1.
Yeah.
Down 3.
Nate's got a rock coming his way. He's trying to bump that yellow up, it looks like. And it's a little hot. It's sticking a little wide. And unfortunately missed the bump up.
Hey,
Back
another
to sheet
guard.
2.
Out a little wider is fine. Same weight's okay.
Kaylee needs another rock in the house, or at least very close, so that she can use it.
Yeah, line, hard line.
And her guard is coming, but she wants it closer. Keep it coming, keep it coming.
Okay, over and up. You're good.
Meantime,
That's
bouncing
good.
to sheet 3. And
nice shot.
we're trying to come around with another guard. That's another good guard for T.
Okay, good shot. Yeah, solid.
Sheet 1.
Yeah, I don't think the double peel.
This is probably the easier one.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Let's see,
but you guys just
tight
missed
room.
that. Well, you didn't just miss it. It just
Cross
happened.
it.
Better touch.
So,
Hit one at least.
Kaylee's shot rock has just been taken away.
Yeah, it's good.
She's in a little bit of trouble now relative to
Yep.
timing
Whoa.
and relative to the number
they
of
got the
rocks she
double
needs
peel.
in the house.
Great.
Yeah.
She's got to
Yeah.
find a way to split at least one of those rocks that are in the guard area
Like right here?
close enough so that they can count later, and she's got to hope she doesn't lose them.
Good shot.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Like do this?
well, let's see what happens here before we do anything
I
more.
just
Yeah.
worried that you were going to be wide, and so I'm like,
Okay.
I'm just going to call this super narrow and hope
Oh, sadly, Kaylee's
Yeah, I
rock
think so too.
didn't get the wick, and that's the game. She's run out of rocks.
Yeah.
I need a recount.
The Visser Rink has won the game.
Okay.
All right. So T is now looking again, I think,
Yeah, I
to
gave you
guard his red shot rock.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense. Protect what he's got there.
Yeah, like even on the wide side, it's okay.
Lipson from
Like
getting
even over here is
a tie
okay
or even a
because
win.
he can't really do this, I think.
There is the possibility he's trying to bump that yellow
Like, he
out,
doesn't have
which wouldn't
this,
be the
right?
worst thing either.
Yeah, so I think a little wide over here.
Depending
is okay.
on how
Anywhere
you're
in
looking
this
at
kind
it.
of vicinity. Narrow
Taking
is not
away Albert's
great.
opportunity to win the game
Yeah, I like it.
might be in his mind. But with that
Yes, a
broom,
guard?
it looks like he's going to guard.
Yeah.
Definitely
What do you
looks
think,
to
like
me
a 405?
like
4.0?
he's going to try and protect what's there.
Yeah, not too
rather than worry about the possibility that that yellow counts
Okay.
as part of a two-ender. And T's delivering his rock as we speak.
Yeah.
Looks like he might be a little narrow.
Yeah, go, yeah.
And they're sweeping to try and
Okay,
hold
wait,
it.
skid.
Make sure it doesn't overcurl. Looks like it's going to be a potentially good guard.
No.
That's not a bad guard, but it did definitely leave a port open. So Albert could come
Didn't
through.
really move that much.
Just come this way.
Could potentially double out those reds.
Or you think this way?
Okay. Didn't
Think we can
move.
get
eh?
by?
Let's jump over to sheet
It's okay,
4,
it's tight.
see what we've
He
got.
might hit his own
If you
yellow.
come this way, you can get out
So
here.
sheet 4.
And the other option is to try to do this.
Scott Meyer is trying to draw in. Doesn't quite make the
Yeah.
the rank.
Yeah. Got it.
Ryan is in solid
I'm just
control
thinking
of
about
this
where
game
it
right
is.
now.
You know, it's like, just a little better here. But I think this is okay. We'll just get rid of this. So,
I'm more worried about like hitting and rolling out. Yeah.
yeah, like the outside edge of the
Just
tree.
a
Yeah.
tough shot. 'Cause you have to
Murphy's
perfectly hit that yellow.
Team Rock is on its way
If
down.
you roll out, you're giving them.
See what happens.
Unless they're going to pick out the shots.
Looks like another
I'm
draw
just debating
in
whether to do the raise or not.
and guard combination. Just a biter. That's a good shape. Coming back to sheet 3. Albert's about to let go with a rock. Let's see what he's going to do. Is he going to try for that double? And he's releasing now with some good weight. Come down to the near
Whoa.
side.
Whoa.
View, see what we've got. It's coming through.
Whoa.
That's looking
Whoa.
pretty solid. They're trying to hold it. And oh! He bumps himself out.
Get the center guard there.
And T is now sitting 3 with the chance to plug up that hole and make it very hard for Albert to tie the game, let alone find a way to win it.
Okay.
Which,
We'll just
with
try
one
same kind of
yellow
way.
rock left,
Yeah.
there's really no
Yeah,
way for him to win it.
forward,
Best he
so-
can hope for is a tie.
Based on the center line, it was wide.
All right. And T releases. Looks like he's either going to try and plug or come in again with another rock. But I would be trying to plug that hole if I were in his position. And looks like he's a little hotter than plugging it right next to the other two. A little wick, and over it goes. He's made it smaller, but he hasn't removed it. There is a hole there for Albert to come down and tie the game.
If you want to give me this, I'll throw. Is that too much room?
Albert's going to go
That's
for
a little
that.
too
In the
much.
meantime, let's take a quick look at sheet number 4,
Little
where
less.
Ryan is still in solid
less.
control of this game. There
It's not curling a ton.
doesn't seem to
Edge of
be
the
any
window's there.
obvious way that Scott's
Yeah, I don't think it's going to curl a
going to be
ton.
able to make up the deficit.
Exactly.
We're going to bump back to sheet 3.
Hope we make it. Now we get to do a team warm draw.
Yes, it would have been a 3-guard, but it was.
And we'll watch Albert's delivery and see whether or not he can come down to that shot rock and tie the game. And the delivery. He's coming through. It's looking pretty good.
Oh my
And
God!
he made it through. And he succeeded in tying the game. He's done it. Well done, Albert Lipson. He missed that red guard by just a hair.
Over the numbers, right?
That red guard would have put the kibosh on. So there's that tie game. And now I believe it goes to warm draws.
Shouldn't they go extra end on this one? Yes. Extra end! Extra end! Extra end!
All righty. They're going to do the warm draw. So, looking at sheet 4, Scott Meyer is faced with a difficult situation.
Yep.
He has numerically the possibility of tying the game, but it's a difficult uphill climb to get there. Meanwhile,
we get the privilege of going
let's
first.
jump over to sheet 1 very quickly. So sheet 1, Lanzini is sitting in shot position right now.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 5. Yeah.
But he needs 3 as well to get back into it. And
got it. Thank you.
right now, it is looking difficult at best.
Yeah, I'll stay here, yeah.
How to get through with 1 shot left and somehow make 3 yellows count.
Okay, where did I put my grip?
Hard to see. Back to sheet 4.
You never know what it's going to do with those like different weights and stuff. So.
And here comes Scott's rock. Not Scott's rock. All right, so he's in a position where his rock could be used if Murphy does not remove it. If Murphy removes it, numerically the game is over. So Ryan is going back to deliver his shot. We'll jump back to sheet 1, where Nate is delivering his last rock. The hammer, away it goes. What's he going to try and do?
Hang on its own.
Is there any way for him to make this happen? No, he bumped off the guard. And sadly, that is it for the Lanzini
Think
break.
slow thoughts. Well, okay.
Back to sheet 4.
That'll help.
And here comes Ryan's rock.
2.
Okay, yeah.
Ryan's rock is a nice guard, long guard. And that is going to make it very, very hard. So now Scott's got to get creative. What can he do with his existing yellow guards that can simultaneously make them stick around and get rid of the red rocks that are already in shot position? He's got to find a way to get 3.
Okay, line's
And
good.
he's looking at using that outer rock into his second shot rock and into
Yeah, hard,
the red.
guys. Really hard.
Shots there. That would get things
Hey, whoa.
started.
Take a look.
Definitely make it possible.
This looks really good.
And sheet 3. Sheet 3. Nice draw to the button. They're doing the warm draw challenge.
You saw the universal 3 side.
No, they got white.
Meanwhile, back to sheet 4.
Up to you. You know, I'm gonna ride out if it really needs it.
And Scott's delivering his rock. Out he goes. Change our view so we can see whether or not he gets that angle he's looking for. He's a little inside.
Yeah.
And it looks like that may be it.
There's a long way to go, Matt. There's a long way to go.
And that's the game. Ryan Murphy takes the game. Back to sheet 3 for another warm draw. And this one is looking a little short.
Blank it up.
All righty. And Roberto's going to deliver. Delivering for Bond. And the rock is away.
Yeah, can't hurt it hard.
No, it's late. So late. Murdo, Jesus, dude.
He's coming down. How's it looking? He's coming in. And he has touched the 4-foot. A nice shot by Roberto. All right.
Good sweep.
All right. And the release by Horowitz
It's like everybody's last get shot where it's over.
for the Lipson ring.
You're right.
Where will it
Yeah, a little
wind
bit.
up?
Just light. Okay, yeah.
Looking a little hot.
Yes, 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 yes.
They're sweeping though. They want to get it there.
Come on, come on!
And he makes it to the 4-foot.
Really?
All right.
It looked like a B-size, but.
6-5.
All right. Liz Collins is about to deliver her warm draw.
That team went first, too. They're in trouble. So if Liz can get like...
And Liz is releasing.
Yeah, hard.
And he's running out for what they think is a light rock. Madly sweeping. Will they make it to the house? And if so, how far into the house? And they are a little short. Tightens things up a bit.
Maybe a few inches more. Like, just like, well, no, actually, for me, the same.
And now it's
Because
time
everybody else
for
is not
Mr.
going with
Lipson.
tangents.
Say we could take time, yeah.
No, it's
Who's
like
been keeping
weird.
score? Who's been keeping score?
6-5.
6-5 for who? T? 6-5 for T.
Both teams have one. This is the last missed time. He's like, I'm done. No more.
All right, here it is. Comes down to the 2 skips. A point separates them on this game.
Yeah, that would be
Cleans his rock. Looking confidently down at the other end of the sheet. Makes his delivery. And it's off.
Yeah.
They're sweeping madly.
It's a corner guard.
Will it make it? They look like they're sweeping. And they're off. And close, but not quite to the button. But it is a 4-foot.
So T needs to touch 4 foot to win.
T needs to touch the 4-foot to win, is what I'm told.
It's up to you. Doesn't matter. Take a little less.
Yeah, what happens?
We don't know. It's again.
The other turn.
Yeah, I think we're looking at like that.
The crowd wants 8 more ends if they tie.
It's going to be slow here, too, because everybody's got off the ice.
4 foot.
And away T goes. If he touches 4 foot, he wins.
They're not sweeping.
If it's 8 foot, it's a tie.
They're not sweeping.
They're a little concerned about the weight. They're not sweeping.
Not sweeping.
It looks like he may go through. It's going to be... It's a win for Lipson. Wow. And there you have it, folks. That was close. Great game. All the way around. All good games.
The curling, now we can make it curling.
Solid curling.
Yeah, right. Like either way that works, it was like, ah, well.
Yeah, good run. Yeah.
There's a few people back there.
And I was heavy there too.
And that is it, folks, for me.
I probably must have thrown a lot. Oh, that was okay. That's kind of what we wanted.